The connection, huh?
Yeah, we'll see. It's been fine so far. Like I've been playing Fall Guys just fine on it. So I just think it's the one I'm usually on base as like more security on it that fucks it up.
Hmm. Just turn that
But yeah,
down.
I'm placed in the menus and seems like it's looking at everything.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm making audio adjustments. I'll jump on golf in a second. Wait, wasn't this 12? Yeah.
Oh, harness is on.
What's that?
Looks like harness is on.
Oh,
Yeah, live from the road.
So wanted to check out this Cursed to Golf game that came out. It looks like it's gotten some good reviews.
you're talking about that indie golf game?
Yeah, it's like a golf platformer looking.
Yeah, I've been meaning to check it out, but like I just been every like every other game that I kind of played wanted to release fucking updates and patches and shit like last week and this week.
Hmm.
Oh, where the fuck is my controller?
Yo,
Yeah, what's up?
So I make a room already?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Well, this is gonna be a new experience.
Testing. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, good. Sorry I'm a little late. I had Spectrum come over to my house to actually check a lot of things. It's been a rough week, internet-wise. All right,
Where the hell is it?
I'm getting in there. Give me a moment.
Now, did they actually add like all those, or did they actually add like Fate characters to Melty Blood, or are people just like making?
They added
Nope.
they added Mash to Melty Blood, and also
Saber-
Neko Arc.
Yeah,
But no
Saber was already there.
Yeah,
Oh, she was already in there. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
she's been there day one. That's why a lot of people were playing her originally. So we had this whole conversation. We had
just
this
saw
whole
some-
conversation about the lore too.
I remember. I just saw so many like meme-ish screenshots of Neko Arc that I couldn't tell if people were actually making up shit or if those are actually real. Like I
No.
saw there's
Don't-
like a super or something that Neko Arc has where it's like a Twitch stream or some shit. And like
yes. Yes,
the streaming overlay comes over on the screen.
that's not even like the real Neko Arc. It's a VTuber Neko Arc.
Oh my god!
Yes.
That's actually real though, right?
Yes,
Wow.
I haven't seen it in game myself, but yes, it's real. Like I haven't had a chance to play the game at all because the patch released like I think 5 a.m. this morning, and that's when I was already like up and getting ready for work.
And by the time he came home, he took a nap, had some food, and then came to talk to us.
I wish I had a nap. I was too busy testing myself for fucking Overlord 19.
Oh no. Okay, I'm about to ready about to make a room. So
Yeah. So like I was at work today. It was like probably 3 a.m. I was like finishing up my shit, and then my fucking recruiter calls and is like, hey yo,
oh no.
one of your coworkers called in sick with COVID, and you may or may not have been exposed, and like the coworker I was with, I was like.
Refused to wear a mask.
Well, no. Because
Okay.
I'm working for a government agency, so like we all have to wear a mask regardless.
Good.
But like she was in my cube as I was teaching her some things at the new job, and like she was like in my cube for all of like maybe 15-20 minutes, and we were both wearing masks. But even so, that like, and this was on Wednesday. Keep in mind, but even so, they were like, "Hey, you need to get your ass up, go home, and we'll talk to you on Monday." I was like, oh, well, fucking great, thanks.
I didn't realize you got a new job.
Yeah,
I mentioned it last week.
I
but,
briefly mentioned it last week. Not really a big deal. But yeah, I got a new job, so I'm no longer working for the shitty company I was working for before. So we'll see how this goes.
Everybody getting new jobs.
But I'm off to a great fucking start. I get to be sent home involuntarily.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Room's open.
What do you got?
In other news.
Yeah, no, I'm starting up the game.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just saying. I just made the room, so.
Yeah, I just don't remember you saying anything about like job searching or anything like the last few weeks.
No, I didn't.
so-
Well, yeah, no, I didn't really mention it. Like I said, I briefly mentioned it when you weren't around that I had even started a new job.
That was also at the very beginning of the
Yeah,
beginning of the session too. So.
Yeah, very beginning.
I start mine like on the 29th. I kept on trying to talk them into starting earlier, but they were like, "Nah, we'll just leave it on the 29th." I'm like, "Fuck, I'm bored."
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm gonna call them first thing on Monday and be like, hey, I still don't have any symptoms and my home test says I'm clean. When can I come back?
Do you have to be on site to do it?
Well, I sent them a picture of the home test. Like if they let me come back on board, I'm guessing I have to like probably get an official test at like a CVS
No, I mean
or
like,
something.
is the job something you have to do on site, like the job itself? Like
He's talking about your
Technically,
new job.
yeah, technically, no. I could probably do it from home, but they probably won't let me.
uh,
So basically, you just stay home, hope you don't have COVID, and then
Yeah, I could if I wanted to, I could totally do that job from home easily.
so
Like,
it's
I
state
don't.
government then because we're fed.
by the way, hello Yazzie.
Yeah, it's state government. It's
I figured.
Department of Environmental Control and something. I forget. like these government agencies have like such long names. I don't fucking care.
That's why they all.
State government jobs are usually a little bit backwards. Like all government jobs are
Quite
backwards.
backwards. State
All
more so
government
than
jobs are
federal.
backwards, but state government jobs are more so backwards than federal jobs. And I worked for the feds for nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
And like whenever you talk to somebody like your counterpart in like the state government office, you'd always be shocked at how fucking shitty the way they run things. And I'm like, man, like we're shitty in our office. Like this is unbelievably shitty. You know?
Oh,
State government's always backwards.
Oh yeah, believe me, they're pretty low tier. Like, they didn't even have like they were supposed to have us set up day one when we started, but they like it took them 2 days to even get me on a computer on their network and get me started. And to be in all honesty, I don't even need to be on their network to do my job.
Well, that's true, but like since it's a government job, like they probably have they're a little paranoid about letting people like not using VPN and shit like that.
Not really,
Like,
because they do have some people in the office I'm working in, like they work in the office like maybe 1 or 2 days out of the week, and then the rest of the time they work at home. So I don't think it's that. It's not whether or not they I can. I think it's just that particular job I'm working on like it hasn't been set up or scheduled to be a work at home position. So
Also depends on which department it is too. Some departments are slightly better equipped than others for certain items, certain aspects.
yeah, well, equipment.
Different
Like I said,
places, too.
equipment is not an issue with this job because none of what I do needs to be in their office or on their network. I could quite literally do it from home and still achieve the same results.
It could also be an issue of like they're waiting to give you like more time on the job before they can say, all right, we trust you to do the job at home.
Probably. Like I said, I did just start.
What's going on?
The game's desynced.
It is distinct. I think.
I just saw Boss withdraw, and then I just saw my screen
Alright.
on Mal, and I saw somebody hitting as me on Mal's stream a good 40 seconds before I even got up to the tee box on my shot on my screen.
I'm gonna go ahead and
So
quit
there's
out.
Definitely some
Yeah.
fuckery afoot on PSN.
Yeah, quit out.
Possibly on my end because I'm on hotel.
No, it's PSN, dog. Because
It happened last week
I
too.
saw.
It might,
I saw.
honestly, it just might be this game.
So there's something going on here.
I was gonna say, Miles, say hi to your boss, Captain Planet, for me.
I'm pretty sure the boss of an environmental agency in motherfucking South Carolina is probably not going to be Captain Planet.
All right,
No.
Ted Turner.
What's the name of the big bad guy in Captain Planet? That's probably who Mal's boss is,
Captain Sludge.
since it's a red state.
I forget. It's been literally decades since I've seen Captain Planet.
And we see how one episode, how burned out he was in a children's show. The main superhero pretty much said, fuck it.
The better version of Captain Planet is the Funny or Die version.
Human tree.
The Don Cheadle.
Yeah, Don Cheadle, the Don Cheadle one.
Oh, that is fucking amazing to this day.
I remember it was funny. Like when I worked for the feds, the building that I was in, it was like the DOT had maybe a third of that building. All the various DOT agencies, which is who I worked for, had like a third of that building, and the other one half of the building was quite literally the EPA. Like the EPA is so enormous that they had like half of that fucking building downtown, and you couldn't get in there either. Like they had like because like half of our floor was EPA, And so like we had this like one little closet that you could get to off the elevator, and the other like 2/3 of the building, like you had to have key card access to get into, and we couldn't get in there. So like we only had our little closet right next to the elevators. That was where our office was, and we couldn't even go anywhere on our own floor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, left my glasses over there.
So how's everyone's week's been otherwise?
Awful.
Boring.
That's kind of a shitty work week for me. Way too busy. I'm like a lot more calls than I expected. This kind. So. Oh well.
Room's open again, so let's try this again. And hopefully
All right.
it'll be okay.
On my way.
Also, I guess it's for about like this week's news, more recent news. Vic getting fucked over.
Oh, I saw something about that.
Vic
I don't-
McNoga.
I don't even care enough to read about it.
No. The funny part was how incompetent his lawyer was. It
I
was
was
the
gonna
Alex Jones lawyer situation.
At most, his lawyer he got the wrong type of lawyer for the wrong type of job. Is basically what it came down to being.
Desync.
I keep getting connection failed.
What the hell?
Oh, so I think we already have 4 people in here. But
I
But
can't see boss.
yeah, I can't see boss.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I see boss.
Yeah, I see Dollar and
Is-
Yowzy.
I can't even get in, and the room is gone now.
Should I start the room or should we exit
Oh, I
out?
see Yazi's room. It says it's Yazi's room now.
Try,
That's
try
'cause-
that. Try that.
Well, it's that's because Dalo
I
dropped
quit
out,
out.
and then Yazi quit out. Yazi,
see-
you can come back in.
Back
Yazi,
in now.
yeah.
There's Yazi.
Okay, who can see who?
I can see everybody right now.
You can see it.
Okay.
You can see it on my
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah, you'll have to forgive me. I haven't pulled up the stream yet, so
I still can't see boss if boss is still in the room.
I'm not in the room. I backed out of the room.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, then
you
that
can
third
see
slot is
everybody
just
on
open
top
then.
of it.
okay, boss, if you can try and join the room again if you're able to. We're gonna just have to troubleshoot this at the very beginning and see what's going on. Just let me know when you get in there if you're able.
Now I'm in the room.
There we go.
Yep. There he is. I see
Yeah,
him.
we-
Yep.
Okay, just launch that room and I'll just take I'll take whoever's left over. Actually, I think everybody's there but me, which is fine. Just launch the room.
All right, launching.
Mhm.
So that way, I'll just sit out. I'll just sit out for right now, and I'll be an observer. A meeting anyway, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a fajita for dinner. It's quite good.
beef stew out of a can.
Man, don't eat too much of that stuff.
I only have it once a week.
Massive sodium blast.
I just go out for a run and run for a full hour.
No, it's not that. It's the sodium. It's not like the fat that's that bad. It's the sodium.
Let's go.
Yeah, but you know what? It tastes so good that at this point, I kind of don't care anymore.
I don't know, get to your 40s and then you'll start caring. When you go to your
I'm-
doctor, your doctor's like,
he gives you the
down on
look.
sodium.
Gives you the look.
Oh no shit, that is dirt fucking cheap. I'm looking at Twitter right now. Cold Steel 3 is $3 at GameStop. I mean, not that I will see me caught dead at GameStop anymore, but
It
What's the- That was
probably
only $3.
is just the
It's a
game
pre-owned.
itself. I'm pretty sure it's pre-owned, but it's just the game, not even a game box.
probably.
Probably, but still, it's $3. You know.
Hold 10.
Yeah,
It's
it's
par
cheap.
4.
Yeah, it's like not. What was that game? Ni no Kuni is like dirt cheap everywhere you see like for $5 or $6 these days.
Yeah, that's because it sucks though.
Maybe
Which
I
one?
remastered that is.
Nino
Well
Kuso.
done. Look at it go.
Nice. Oh yes.
Fucking hate
I
that
haven't
game.
touched it yet, but
A lot of people
one or,
don't.
one or two.
one.
Oh.
It's a remaster I'm talking about.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. So it must be. Yeah, so it has to be.
Nobody likes 2, that's for sure.
One ain't that good either.
One thing I heard decent about it too is that it has a better battle system in play. That's probably the only thing that I've heard a few people say that they like it more than one. That's
The only
about
thing the only thing good about one was that the production values were so high in one. Like it looks gorgeous, the characters are great, look good, everything looks good, the backgrounds look good, the music's great, the presentation is amazing. Everything else is just bland and boring. What you get, the story sucks, the combat sucks. I played it for like I think maybe 5 or 6 hours, and I was like, "Whoa, like I don't think I'm gonna waste any more time on this game."
Just real quick about that Cold Steel 3 price.
Great
I
shot.
mean, well,
Nice shot.
Huh?
it.
You said it's not totally worth.
no. What I'm saying is, it's finally worth the price of an actual.
You have more
Oh.
problem with Cold Steel 4 than you had 3, right?
He had problems with
I
both.
both of them.
Okay.
I consider those two the same game, honestly.
They're one half of their each pretty much take the same right off the board, so, yeah.
Amazing.
You can say the same thing about 1 and 2 as well.
Whoops.
Exactly.
About Sky 1 and 2.
I was just thinking about the game like a few days ago too, 1 and 2. For whatever reason, I was just thinking to myself like how long it took to actually make that game.
It's
I still
nuts,
think
it's only
about
$3
this
though. This blows my mind. Is that cheap?
This should do it.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of good things about
Whoa.
Kuro no Kiseki, so I'm looking forward to that whenever.
Nice shot, Yazi.
5 years from now when it comes out.
5 years? That's generous. I'm kidding. It might not be that long, but it could be too.
Well, at least definitely more than 2 years.
I wonder if they have
Possibly 2
anything.
years.
If they have anything else on like mega cheap sale.
On the green.
There's
Really
been,
looked-
there's been so many sales that I kind of just not been looking.
Yeah, I got what's it called, Cyber Sleuth 1 and 2 collected for the Switch was like $20, which is a pretty good deal.
Order
Oh,
went
Cyber
through.
Sleuth is Hawker's memory there, but yeah.
Really? Somebody I knew actually took advantage of that
Good work.
What deal?
Now then.
deal. The Cold Steel 3 for $3 on PS4. I literally I sent them a message saying, "Really?
Nice.
Uh-oh.
What?
Okay. That took a long. That took a little while there. I thought I might have desynced. Not desync.
Well, since
What are the sales?
Alrighty.
I guess what about GameStop? That all that Bracer buying a
Could
bunch of
make a
stuff
birdie.
lately this week?
Bracer bought a lot of rights to a lot of things, both video
Bracer
game
the
wise and other.
related.
I mean, the one that I took note of was the fact that they got rights to basically the Lord of the Rings series,
Ah,
both movies, TV shows. They could make a fucking theme park if they wanted
make
to,
a
and they would
birdie.
have the rights to do it. That's how big it was.
They got the rights to everything except the
A
books.
break to the left.
Was that part of the deal? I thought it included the books.
These are other media rights, I think.
Yeah, from what I read, it didn't include the
make a
books, but
birdie.
I mean, I could be wrong. I didn't check to confirm it because I didn't really care.
Breaks to the right.
I'll have to read it again because it was.
Yes,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say they said there's another game developer that they buy out, but they haven't disclosed it yet. So I'm just curious what that last one.
Just Deep Silver.
It's a birdie.
Not bad.
For the birdie.
I just
Nice.
threw that out there as like,
People
just-
bought out like a few years ago, so I mean it's possible, but
I can't say Gearbots because 2K I think owns Gearbots now.
Sweet birdie. Just relax.
Or was it THQ Nordic
Solid
that bought
birdie.
Gearbots?
the
I don't
one that bought
remember.
Deep Silver, I think.
Let me take a look. Who the fuck owns
Good
it?
shot.
Great. Fair enough.
Yeah, like Embracer Group have been buying up so many developers,
Just
studios,
relax.
and IPs over the last 3 years.
Slowly now.
Yeah, they're pretty much like
It's
kind of like
actually-
they're kind of like
it's like-
Tencent.
Like the amount of IP they control, I think I've heard an analyst that say they roughly control
Uh,
about
Nice pass.
good 30 to 40% of game franchises now.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, apparently they're owned by the Embracer Group too. Gearbots.
That's
Yeah, they bought Gearbox. I want to say a year and a half ago.
Yeah,
they're living
remember
up to their namesake.
Hold it
Or actually, no.
remember
It might have been this year. It might have been this year.
Right.
I could have sworn Gearbox was bought by like not like THQ Nordic or somebody else, but I guess it was Embracer. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I think it was earlier this year because I remember reading about Randy Pitchford still staying on as the fucking CEO.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about Embracer. I don't really know.
It's
great.
Embracer is just a conglomerate.
Yeah, they're just another big corporation going around snatching up IPs.
Yeah.
They're basically, like Tencent.
Yeah, that's
Where
what
are
I
they
was.
based?
Or Disney.
Yeah. Any
I
other corporation.
I honestly don't know where they're based out of.
I
Tencent's
think they were based,
Austria.
Like, yeah.
Embracer,
Based in
they're
Austria?
they're all the way out, like in the middle, all the way out there in Europe.
Okay,
They also-
definitely not a U.S. company because I
And,
don't think I've
and
heard of
I technically was right. Embracer Group owns THQ Nordic, and through THQ Nordic, they bought Gearbox
Okay.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was like getting. It was like I could have sworn THQ Nordic bought this company.
Yeah,
Little do I
also the
know.
group that bought up all the Western
Not
IP
that
studios that
Well, the thing is, with this recently, they bought a few like obscure like Japanese ones too.
Let me take a look at this.
Pretty obscure Japanese. Like most of these games for
Oh, nice.
these for Japanese, I haven't even heard of. Although I think they bought those IPs instead. But
Kind of got lucky there.
Sure did.
Better be lucky than good.
hey, Ron, have you ever heard of a game called Ranger X?
No.
It's like a mecha like side-scrolling like shooter, like the Genesis. So
Never heard of it.
yeah, kind of like assault suit style.
Out of bounds.
Short answer,
Take a
no.
Dova.
Long answer, no. To be clear, book publishing rights are still belong to the Tolkien family, as it would, as does everything to do with the Silmarillion and Tolkien's other posthumously published works. Warner Brothers still retains some featured length production rights as part of the license to obtained from the Middle Earth Enterprises, back when it was known as Tolkien Enterprises back in 1990s, before it changed over in 1998. I actually know a lot about this. That's how we got Peter Jackson movies, and that's why we're getting the animated movie War of the Rohirrim due in 2024. Warner Brothers, as part of its licensing deal, likely has to keep producing media lest they risk the rights returning to its original owners, which we've seen from other IPs, like, for example, Fox when they were
Amazing.
having to make Marvel movies even if they were subpar.
And so new
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, basically. And so Amazon's
No further. Wow.
Rings of Power also skirts around this deal, as it comes around this deal with it having coming to an agreement directly with the Tolkien estate, which makes sense because the Rings of Power are based on. Well, the Rings of Power are post that, but they're based on something called the Silmarillion, which is basically like the extra works of like the Lord of the Rings, is basically about the universe. Warner Brothers only has access to the Lord of the Rings books themselves, but
And
not
Hobbit?
and the Hobbit, which is a deal they hashed out with MGM Graham before they got bought out by Amazon.
Yep.
So, in a way, yes, they do. They do have rights to the books. They just don't have rights to the actual Lord of the Rings books, which so Mao is right, but everything else is fair game. So yeah, like I said, like I jokingly said, they could go make a fucking theme park if they really wanted to.
One of those funny is that
Go ahead.
so in relation to this, so someone noticed that in Multiverses they had taken out a lot of the assets that were related to Lord of the Rings after that acquisition was announced.
Ah,
Huh? I mean,
basically-
it could be worse,
which
man.
bas-
It could be You could be HBO Discovery movie almost a lot of their original
Not
animated
getting
works.
Gander.
Was that assets taken out like from the launch game that was showing up in like actual levels, or was that in the data mining?
It was both actually, and there weren't any like levels or anything or models like that in the
Good
game.
aim.
There was like
Source code?
icons from the battle pass and shit like that. But someone had noticed that it was taken out after the announcement was made.
For the eagle.
Very interesting.
Uphill, maybe?
Very interesting. Well, I guess I'm playing Superman for
to the
the rest of that game's life.
I mean, you might as
Not
well.
bad.
He's still a good character even after the nerfs, very light
Yeah,
nerfs he got.
I'm also very comfortable with the
Really?
character
Nice
right now,
touch.
so
Look at you. For the eagle.
it's interesting, all things considered. Okay, what else did?
Sloping out.
What the fuck else
to the right.
Embracer? What the fuck they bought? What else did they buy?
Aside from the Square Enix stuff, I honestly don't know.
No, well, Square. I like to think Square Enix sold them that as opposed to like Embracer buying it.
They
That is
bought
true.
some obscure like the Japanese game developers too, or at least the rights to some Japanese games.
Could make a
They're gonna
birdie.
port them over to Steam, so PC.
Okay, let me
Just a bunch of
just.
stuff
Ironic.
they did up.
Brakes to the
Wario
right.
64, because this is actually where I first saw this, and I trust Wario 64 more than other places.
A birdie. Woo!
All right.
And at least he'll like give me the
Nice
links.
birdie.
Gotta wait
Could
for all
make
the
a
sales
birdie.
though.
You can do it. You can make it.
DQ11 on.
You don't want you want to see the Scott Steiner buff chain up?
All right.
Nice
Baby.
DQ11 on
Is that correct?
4 is $9.
You can do it.
This?
DQ11.
Yeah, is it the original or the?
No, it's the one on PS4, not the Switch one. So the
Well,
Switch-
the PS4 one has both versions. The first one and the definitive version.
There's a vanilla one and then there's a definitive one. I'm guessing that's a definitive one.
looks. No, I don't see definitive on here. So
Yeah, it's the original, which is 4 stars of light or something like that.
yeah, it's like 9. No, it's Echoes of the Elusive Age.
That's
That's
the
the-
that's the vanilla one.
That's the subtitling for the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what I'm saying is there's no like remaster edition or whatever like the Switch one
I
has.
think it, yeah,
We're already selling fucking vinyls to the Rings of Power from Amazon. Like, can we kind of calm down here, boys? Oh, Bear McCreary's
12.
getting it. Never mind.
It's a par 3.
So $9 there. Persona 5 is $9 on PS4.
Now
it's
then.
a vanilla one. Who wants that?
It's the vanilla one, yeah. I'm just looking through all the cheap games on GameStop. And the clearance.
You never realize how.
Sweet shot.
Was that a boss?
Since it's GameStop, do they have any NFTs?
Good work.
How can you have clearance when nobody wants to buy it in the first place?
True.
Saw that they were talking about some tweet went out talking about like during Super Bowl weekend or during Super Bowl month in February, advertising on NFTs was like
Amazing.
crazy money, and then in June, advertising spent on NFTs is like
No.
less than $4,000. Crypto crasho.
Crypto Burnal.
He's
I
done.
like all these stadiums named after crypto and all this shit, trying to get out of these fucking deals now.
Oh yeah.
I think the Staples Center is still like the one where it's still kind of like rock solid because of the contract.
Cool. I got you.
I imagine there may come a point where both parties like would want to get out of that deal. You know?
I would hope so.
Nice shot.
There's also California's also home to Silicon Valley. There's still a lot more on embrace NFT culture.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it seems like crypto is going to be so poisonous to the point where the company doesn't want to keep spending money on advertising, and the arena, the
Amazing.
people who own the arena, don't want to be associated any longer with that sponsor. So, I imagine there's provisions in the contract for both parties to get out of the deal, and they'll gladly do it.
I hope so, because I still call it the Staples Center, not because like a habit, but because I refuse to call it the Crypto Center.
Everybody
Good
still calls it the
aim.
Staples Center. Every Lakers fan I know still calls it the Staples Center.
Well, that's out of habit. I'm stating outright that I'm doing it because I don't want to call it the Crypto.com Center.
We get it. You're being a rebel. We get it.
I also fucking hate crypto, so
Could
like,
make a birdie.
Don't we all? Don't we
Oh,
all?
the Nocturne HD
Downhill.
remaster PS4 is only
Break to the right.
$20.
Yeah, well, that's been on sale for a while too.
Oh, has it really?
Yeah, no one
Yeah.
really cares about that game. It's not really that great of a remaster.
And I remember like what, maybe 10 years ago when like you had to like give up an arm and a leg to find a used copy of that shit on PS2.
Yeah, the limited production. A lot of those Atlas games were like that.
The strategy guide was kind of hard to find too for a while as well.
Yeah, double jump books. Yeah.
I can't
Downhill.
believe I missed that bullshit.
A break to the left.
Oh wait, a minute. I could just.
Strategy guys pretty much all dead now. Anyway, with print ones. I don't think they even make any
There's
more
only-
outside
All those Udon ones probably. That's probably it.
There is
Not
one.
strategy guide?
Careful now.
No, they don't make strategy guides. Udon
Yeah,
doesn't
I'll
make
Check it
strategy
out. Yeah,
guides.
never mind. Yeah.
There's one, and that's the biggest one, which is, well, not just because of how quality it is. Future Quest is the only one that made some sell.
You can do this.
They bought limited. Okay, here we go. Embracer Group also limited run games as well.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah. I don't buy any of this shit because that's overpriced shit.
I hate limited run.
Careful.
Yeah.
I like the cards. I'm more interested in their cards.
I almost missed it again.
Did you hit it so hard that like it nearly bounced out? I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started rimming in and out. I
I
forgot
thought it
how
was gonna start flying.
They also
Out of
own
13.
all your base
It's
belong to
par
us.
4.
Oh, lucky them.
Let's see, what else did they buy? Freedom.
What was the name of the game where that meme came from? Was it like Game
Zero Wing.
Zero Wing?
The fucking. Yeah.
His
just
guy's
the-
name was Cat. C-A-T.
Cats.
I know that. I was trying to
Cats.
remember the name of the game actually.
Yeah, he looks like a Reggie-kun from Code Geass.
Yeah.
He really does. Like
Which is
straight up.
because of that cyborg eye thing.
Well, it's also
No!
His, what the fuck?
I hit that pole dead on, fucking on.
I'm clipping that one.
That's funny.
So looks like someone got the polls wrong.
Ah, boo.
Something else happened.
Okay, I got it. I'm just gonna press this right here.
I was gonna say, I know everyone enjoyed that tweet I sent to him about that.
Gee,
baseball
thank-
player. Oh,
thank-
funny.
Thank you for immortalizing my failures.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I
still think Spectrum got mad at me because of the fact that I've been uploading like my archive to my YouTube.
Yeah,
thing.
let them stay mad. You pay them, right?
I didn't pay them this time. At least not for the service. I told them like they had. Like,
Yeah, safe.
That's kind of why I was like this week because I was getting I couldn't lie about this, but I was getting my usual downloads, but my upload was sub megabyte.
Yeah, fuck
So
them. As far as
I was,
they owe you a month. Fuck them.
they should give me that.
You're the Ghost of Wade box. I'm not a ghost, Charlie. You're hallucinating. You've had over 30 beers, dude.
On
your way.
Nice shot.
Tuxedo Lads, what they do? Blah blah blah.
No. What to do, I wonder. This one's tough.
Looks like it's just another developer.
You have to say, most of kind of like smaller known developers.
Tripwire Interactive. Ding Trex.
Come on, make it. Yes.
Fuck you, Yazzie.
I made it.
Fuck all
The
of you.
the exact same thing I did.
Fuck all of you.
Tatsugen. That was That was the Japanese studio they had acquired.
All right, game. Don't you fuck me.
Other. Yeah, it's just it seems like a lot of like smaller and other notable things that they bought out just so that they can like diversify their portfolio.
Good.
Yep, they said that
Watch
the
that
last
power
thing they
gauge.
did is gonna be like the third most expensive thing on there, but they haven't mentioned what that is. So
Yeah. Like I said, the biggest one was the Lord of the Rings one because that kind of came out of nowhere for me.
Yeah, like even if they do nothing and sit on it for like a decade after the TV show,
Cool.
they still got money in the bank. Like that'll make them money later.
And it's on.
Eventually, it'll make them money.
Yeah.
or, they get,
Or at the
they
very
sell
least,
off
if they
some
do-
music
if they
too
do
for
n-
NFTs.
If they do nothing with it, it just means that other people can't make things based on the Tolkien estate.
They got that shit for cheap too. I think they got that shit for cheap too. I think it was like what 500 million or some shit.
500 million. That's it.
Yeah, like that's $1 billion franchise, and they got it for a steal.
I think like the Rings of Power was literally like $1 billion or something like that just to make all 4 seasons. Rings of Power.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just remember, like I can't remember what the exact number was. I remember that
Nice shot.
Embrace Group got that franchise for fucking steal.
And it's
I
on.
didn't even see a number.
Nice.
So
There
I
might be
game.
limitations though on it if it's that cheap. Like there has to be other limitations in that deal.
Well, like I said, they didn't get their hands on the books. That much
Yeah,
I know.
and they can't because of because Warner Bros is
So
still
good.
publishing doing things with that. Although I don't know how long that's gonna
And
last.
it's on.
So
Right.
I kind of predict that maybe in like less than 10 years we'll probably see another remake of or another interpretation of the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
I predict that within like 10
Cool.
years.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
I don't see anything else in this GameStop sale that's really interesting. Except
For the
the
birdie.
besides
I
Mess,
think
you
there was
know.
a big Best Buy sale earlier this week, or maybe last
Uphill,
week. I
maybe?
can't remember.
There, it
Right
was
to the
last
right.
week because it was like an anniversary thing. I would know. I still get Best Buy subscription notices on my email.
I can't remember the last time you used Best Buy for anything.
780 million is what they bought it for.
Okay,
God damn it!
that's still more than that, but that's still
Just a little more.
less than $1 billion.
Yeah,
Crunchyroll got more money out of than that.
yeah. Like that's
Uphill,
kind of a steal for that franchise.
One deal I did notice when I was in Target the other day.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody cares about Bravely Default 2 on Switch, it was like $19.99 at my local Target.
Oh yeah, I bought it for like Amazon for like asking for like that much. So wow, I made it.
Alrighty.
Nice.
A birdie.
Google started cost Amazon $1 billion with the first season alone costing
SNK heroin
$462 million.
was also cheap at Target as well. I forgot how
So
much.
yeah,
Uphill,
like
maybe?
Amazon's
A break to the
Amazon's Rings of Power season. Its first one was like 462 million, and it's gonna cost them basically over $1 billion for all 4 seasons.
Ah, fuck! I missed.
So they paid more.
right. Could make a birdie.
So they paid less than what Amazon's doing for their
Uphill,
show.
maybe.
It's still kind of
A
ridiculous.
break
to
to
me.
Yeah.
the right.
Yeah, it is.
But is it probably cheaper than Westworld?
Well, definitely way cheaper than this world.
A birdie.
Nico Arc. Okay, I gotta click.
Nice
this.
birdie.
Oh yeah,
There's-
Clark and what's her name were added.
There, I know,
Smash.
I just saw the hashtag now.
break
Now
to
I
the
can
left.
see it.
Yeah, I should probably download that. I got port that over to
You
PS.
you actually don't like you don't have to download the DLC. The Neko Arc and Mash just come with the patch. So once you
Well, yeah, say, I need to boot up.
He
my
wants
game
it on his
to download the
PS5.
update. I got transfer from my PS4 to my PS5. I haven't done the actual game yet, so.
You might want to check if there's like what the input latencies are,
Man,
if there are
I'm
any.
trying to miss all these putts. Holy shit!
That's par. A nice one.
That'll be.
Nice par.
I gotta pick up Samurai Showdown at some point. I know it's probably cheap somewhere, but especially because it's getting rollback. So
yeah, it's not getting rolled back until next year. You might as well just wait till like Christmas to get it.
I can wait. I'm not going to.
Unless you're trying to train up for the next major tournament.
That game might as well be Samurai Slowdown.
Ha.
Boo.
This amuses me too. I'm gonna post some like some shit.
Speaking of which, I was gonna say the next team is gonna be Samurai Showdown for OF 15, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm not surprised they're adding them because I mean Nakaruru was in 14, so it's not that big of a surprise.
I was gonna say yeah. Biken was in Samurai Showdown, right, as a guest character.
Yeah, she's in there right now. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, so when is Guilty Gear gonna get a guest character?
Never.
Kind of odd. See if they did a collaboration, they should at least do it. Like, let them be guest character as well.
Aside from the mobile games, I don't think Guilty Gear's crossed over with anything or had any crossover characters in their games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they allow one of their characters to be in a fighting game, might as well let some character at least be like a DLC guest in the game.
I doubt that they would ever do that. I just can't see. I just can't see them doing it. I mean, I wouldn't care if they did, but like I just don't see it happening.
I'm just curious if they're gonna do that at all. So if they don't, that's fine. But
No, because they've never done it with Blaze Blue either. I don't think.
Yeah, they
Get over that ridge.
No, there's
Great
Oh,
shot.
right in the corner.
Nice shot.
What's that?
Nice shot.
it's cross tag battle
no.
technically.
No. Well, that is a crossover game, but like that's not Blaze Blue proper, is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
none of the
yeah,
proper Blaze Blue games have ever had crossover characters.
They did not. They had a slight crossover with their spin-off characters, at least 2 of them, but that's still in universe though.
Need a drink.
Both of them being big titty girls, which is, I mean, although one of them is technically. Never mind.
Beautiful.
But
Nice shot.
I'm not trying to that way.
What the fuck
All
is
good again.
Gaijin doing here? What the fuck? Victor Ireland sold NA Publishing and script rights to Lunar back to Game Arts. The only thing.
Oh yeah, I heard
Good
about
shot.
that. He's doing a Harmony Gold on that shit.
Blah blah blah. The reason Lunar won't be on the.
This is too.
No, this is not that shocking. It just kind of come out to my because he technically does own the rights to those songs because they rewrote the lyrics.
And a localization. Yep.
It's funny. I just spent like 15 minutes with talking to my last customer, and then I unmute
Amazing.
this chat, and the first thing I hear is the other saying "big."
Say what?
Big titties.
I'm like, what? What are they talking about now? And it's like, oh, big titties. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey man, just the right.
I'm just trying to save my big titted pawn.
Why am I not surprised? It's just Victor Ireland being
Great
Victor
shot.
Ireland.
Nice
Guys,
shot.
people are figuring out that the guy is
Still in
like
charge
kind
of
of a-
Gaijin Works. Is that even still around?
Hmm?
Gaijin Works still around?
Gaijin Works is still around.
Yeah, they're still
Just-
around.
Just don't do anything with it.
I noticed that CJ Iwakura, who used to be a poster on NeoGAF before NeoGAF turned into a shithole, he tweeted out that he talked to Vic Ireland about the inclusion of Lunar on the Sega Genesis Mini or whatever, and why it wasn't going to happen. And it was
that's what I was reading.
Yep,
I
that's
was
what
like,
I was.
I was like, man, I remember CJ Iwakura being really fucking annoying on NeoGAF, and now he's talking to Victor Ireland, who also was a fucking annoying poster
Amazing.
on NeoGAF. Like,
Defending everything he did, basically in the past.
I can't think of a Twitter thread I would rather read than those two
Careful of the
talking
gate.
to each other. Fuck that shit.
Well,
I hate Victor Ireland, man. That guy.
so, well, it's very well known I don't like Victor Ireland either.
This is years before everybody figured out he was an asshole, though. Like, this is like back in I was in a thread with him in like 2009 or something, and this is back when I still used to think, like, oh wow, Victor Ireland, working designs, wow, that's like hot shit. And he was just such a dick in that thread, and I was like, man, this guy's a fucking asshole. And every time I'd mention that to people, they were like, dude, Victor Ireland, like, guys didn't like not guys don't work, but like. Working designs, the guy's an asshole. I'm like, I'm telling you guys, this guy's an asshole, son of a bitch, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then slowly over the years, people finally started to realize, yeah, this guy's kind of a jerk.
I think I figured that out like post
And it's on.
what is it, Lunar Silver Harmony on PSP. Like I found out like post that game like how huge of an asshole he was, and there's something else that I know something that I cannot talk about, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, that's fine. I'm not surprised though, because like Vic himself is just over the years just having to.
Hey, another Vic being a huge asshole. What do you?
I know, right?
Go figure, right?
Yeah.
Imagine the odds.
Yeah, exactly right. But this guy, like, anytime you're like, anytime any kind of, if you're, especially with like nerd shit, right? Like video games and stuff like comics and things like that. Anytime you get to be somewhat of a big fish in a community like that, like your ego just gets so huge
Watch
and
that
just
power
so big,
gauge.
and that's kind of why Vic is such a dick. Because like he acts like he knows everything about everything, even if it's not even about video games. Like he'll come into the thread and start swinging his dick around. Like, well, you should listen to what I have to say about politics, because I'm Vic Ireland, motherfucker, and everybody.
Why should I listen to you
Like,
about
what?
politics? Particularly
Well,
why
just because
politics?
It's because he's had people like he's had nerds sucking him off all these years over working designs that he thinks he's important and knows about other things and people should listen to him. Like, no, motherfucker, you make
and
video games.
And this is the point where I also bring up when his company
Take
went
30
down.
years.
He was selling a lot of like working designs memorabilia to keep his head above his head.
Head over water, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, or basically not to like become.
You mean pull his head slightly out of his ass?
But by the way, Silver Star Harmony came out around like March 2010. So that's about around the time when everybody was starting to like kind of figure it out. So
And I still have it fresh in my mind because his guided work's still pretty incompetent.
yeah, does anybody remember the failed Kickstarter for Class of Heroes 2? I sure do.
No. Well, as you said, failed Kickstarter, so you gotta be very specific because that's a lot of Kickstarters.
I said like a Class of Heroes 2, which was a PSP game that he was trying to like lead the charge of basically like, hey, I can do a Kickstarter, people will fund it, and like maybe I can do this, which he might be not wrong with that at the time, but you should have picked a much better game than like fucking Class of Heroes.
I remember Class of Heroes 1 on PSP and it sucked.
Relax.
Yeah,
wasn't
he was
fun.
trying to do it for Class of Heroes 2.
2. I don't remember that at all, but like
It's okay. That's also for the better.
Kickstarter for Vic Ireland to take 10 years to release a game. Yeah, no thank you.
I think the last game they released was like
And your remaster.
it was something less than that.
Mal, you should archive this stream on your site, but like put Vic Ireland's name in the title, so maybe he'll watch it.
I mean, when I can get to the download of it, I'm going to be uploading it on my YouTube.
He's gonna be like Enron. I remember that guy, that fucking asshole. Fuck that motherfucker.
If you want me to, I will make a special mention to like jot down time codes so I can separate the audio.
I mean, I don't care. Do whatever you want. It would just be funny to hear for Vic Ireland to hear us like shitting on him,
And then he'll look at the video from this like no-name YouTube account, and it's like, who the fuck are these people?
Oh, never mind. I take that back, Dalo. That was Gung Ho Entertainment LC, but I'm not. It works, which is not too far off, but.
And I'm throwing this game away.
It's
Shit.
part 3.
I kind of quit paying attention to Gaijin Works over the years. Like I have no idea.
There's no reason to pay attention to them. They were like, they're just kind of dumb at the end.
Yeah, last game they did was Summon Night 6.
Yeah, that's what it was. Summon Night.
And that's been about 5 years
You're
now.
up, Yazzie.
So.
Yeah, Summon Night
Night
was. I played one of the PS2 games, but it was a Japanese import, so I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
I want to say I played one. Wasn't there one on DS?
Amazing. Next one.
There was a Summon Night DS. Yes, there was
I think
one.
that's
that
the
was
one I played. Was the one.
It was
on
originally
DS.
by
No, father.
Atlas, I think, that they localized a few of them, right?
no.
I can't even remember.
Wait, no, that game was localized by Atlas, but originally the game comes from Bandai.
Yeah, I'm talking about localization. So yeah.
But yes, Bandai did. Atlas did do that one. There's those games.
Yeah.
Those games are been mostly in Japan. Like there's very far and few of them came
You
over.
show him.
There was one release on the DS.
The
And
Vita one was digital only. That's Summer Night 5.
I
yeah,
want to say like we probably got like 3 or 4 of them. I think here in
Yeah.
the states.
yeah, but none of the main games, as far as I know. Because
I don't know enough about that franchise to tell you which ones are main games. Or
Sorry,
not.
Summer Night 5 it was the PSP digital only, and Summer Night 6
Beautiful.
on the PS4. But yeah,
Ooh.
those weren't
Yeah.
localized here in the US.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
And it's on.
I don't. They're not making those games anymore, and I doubt we're gonna get more of them. So, and Gaijin Worth, fuck you.
Much.
Gaijin Worths.
Oh, that's right. That's what the Atlas did. It was that action RPG Twin A. That was for like the GBA. That game was like, or DS. That game was like a rare to find too. Like most Atlas games.
Cool. Nice shot.
You know, with all this talk of Vic,
Alrighty.
and I talked about it a couple times,
And it's
I think I'm gonna go dig up the sandwich
Could
story
make a
from
birdie.
Pedro and just kind of post it online just for
uphill,
fun.
maybe?
Which
Oh yeah, well,
That breaks left.
Vic Minoga. It's a very famous story that like Vic
that
stole
damn
his.
cool experience.
Oh, yeah, he stole a sandwich out of like a
Birdie
Mechacon, I
chance
think
here.
it was.
Easy now.
Uphill, maybe?
Sober also met him in the
Breaks to the
bathroom
right.
drunk in like a previous comic from like 2007.
Yeah, like drunk off his ass taking a piss. That's a visual.
And also Sober also said that he enjoyed his Neo Geo sound like Lucky Charms, dude.
For the birdie.
Not bite.
I never mentioned it,
Slow
but I
him
did
down.
meet
Breaks to
him
the
once in a convention at Anime Expo 2009.
I just like I know Dollar, you follow a lot of like English voice actors and stuff, but like man, I just like this sounds it's gonna sound bad, but like I just can't
Well,
make myself
alrighty.
care really about who the dub voice actors are, you know? Like
It's okay. Like I know many people who are like that too. It
Depends
doesn't.
on
have,
the voice actor too for me.
if I may speak friendly, if I may speak frankly, a lot of it comes down to the fact that you can understand what they're saying,
Nice birdie.
and the reason for that is because you're able to understand someone. You're also able. It's easier for to pick out both their positives and their negative traits out of someone, whereas opposed to like somebody in Japan, most of the people, they're just images, and that's gonna sound really terrible on my part, but they're not really people if you really think about it.
no,
They're
I mean,
like-
I understand what you're saying because like,
they're
they're Japanese voice, especially for voice actresses.
Careful.
Anyways, like over the last two decades, they've slowly kind of turned into like pseudo idols almost.
Well, on top of that, because you can't meet them, most of the time you can't meet them, they occupy this level of fantasy.
Focus.
Well, that's what I'm
So-
saying. They've that's part of it too. That's part and parcel of the whole idol experience. Is that
That's right.
they've kind of turned into that over the last few decades, and just because you don't have access to them like you do at North American cons and things for English voice
With
actors,
social
like,
media.
that's all part of that. You know.
On top of that, like if you don't understand
Hole
Japanese,
16. It's a
chances
par
are you
four.
won't even know if that Japanese actress or actor in general is telling you to go fuck off.
I know enough Japanese to where I can tell. So yeah.
Yeah.
You can, and some people also probably could too. I wouldn't. There you go.
Done.
But I'm just saying, like that's where I feel like it's part of the problem. Now, in your case,
No, I get it. Like
you honestly just don't care, which is
I just
fine.
don't. Yeah, I just don't care.
It's a fair point. So.
Yeah, like it helps that I've actually met some of these people, and some of them I would consider my friends too. Like I've
So,
kept in
and they
contact
also
with some of them.
easy to interact with too. You know, they still respond to you if you like talk to them. There's like a general post here and there. So
The only
Yeah.
the only English voice actor that my ears will perk up when I hear their name mentioned is Greta Lyle, and that's only because she used to be married to the bassist of my favorite band.
It goes a little, and she's not even really an anime voice actor.
Well, no, she's an artist. Like she has her own solo. act.
She's everything.
Yeah, she's a
essentially.
singer as well. Like she has her own solo act, her own band, or used to. anyway. I don't know about now.
And based on her tweets, a terrifying mother. That's a joke I like to send to her sometimes. It's like your kids live on the edge every day living with you. And she says,
Cool.
"You're not wrong." I know she does it. She does it jokingly, but it's like sometimes like comes. It's like half joking, but not really at the same time.
Yeah, but that's the only voice actor that I care halfway anything about, and it's totally for reasons outside of actual
Outside of like her
Yeah.
voice acting
acting.
profession,
Yeah.
which is fair. Like that's just it just means that like Grey DeLisle, she diversified enough that like she like people think of her about her for other things that she does. Like for example, there's another actor I really like. I'm not friends with him, but like I care about Roger Craig Smith, not just because he's a voice actor, but also because he's an astronomer too.
Excellent.
He says a lot of interesting things about astronomy and like science and things like that. So I kind of I know what you mean when you say like
Watch that power
outside of like
gauge.
that said profession. Okay. I gotta get into
Oh.
this thing here.
I don't really. When it comes to dub voice actors, I literally don't pay any of them any attention. I barely pay Japanese voice actors any attention. But I did find out something slightly interesting a couple of weeks ago when Multiverses came out. As I was looking for Multiverses
Open up
streams,
the gauge.
I found out that the dub voice actress for Aqua in Konosuba actually plays Multiverses, and
really?
and she streams the Twitch.
That's not that new. Like a lot of Western voice actors.
Became VTubers. I know.
I mean, not just VTubers, they're just streamers in general.
Yeah.
Because one, it's one way for them to interact with their fans, and two, it's another paycheck.
Wait,
Yeah,
is it English
yeah.
voice actors or the Japanese voice actors?
English voice actress.
English. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I wouldn't have even known if I wasn't. I wouldn't have even known if I wasn't specifically looking for Multiverses streams at the time.
I don't even think I've seen. I don't think I've ever listened to the Konosuba dub, so I have no idea what she sounds like in English.
She's okay. Like most dubs these days, they're either they're very rarely offensive. They're either okay and passable or just you don't care.
The days of like grabbing the dude who like works in the office next door
up the
to like
gate.
voice a couple of lines, like that shit's.
Yeah.
Or the joke with Dennis, like they got the janitor to do it.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, like I don't think I've heard of bad, terrible dub in quite a while.
Yeah. Nothing that'll make you cringe.
Yeah.
You were saying it was the Aqua one,
Yeah. Her name's Faye Mata.
Faye Mata. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She streams on Twitch.
If you watch Konosuba dub, like you're really missing out because
You are.
all the fucking freakouts in that show where the actresses just go absolute ape shit. Especially Aqua, like dude, there's no way you could replicate. Somebody could replicate that. I don't think.
No.
Well, a
no.
good voice director tells you don't try to replicate it. You just do your own thing.
Yeah, but I would feel like you were missing out if you didn't get to hear like Aqua's like panic fucking screams.
Yeah, I mean that's Aqua in a nutshell. I mean, one of my favorite episodes. Well, I mean, I hate Aqua in general.
When they fucking put her in the cage.
Yes, you do. Get out of my fucking head. Get out of my head. You do what I was thinking.
Dude, that's the best part. That's the best part. In
Dude,
season
I
one.
fucking
scene-
died. I
Yeah,
died.
I die every time I see it. I've probably rewatched that scene like 300 times.
Yeah, that scene is great.
I guess they're making a Days Gone movie, which that's gonna do.
Yeah, they announced that like a while back.
Yeah, they announced it a lot, but more details came out about it, like who they're casting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like that was
Nice shot.
like I guess they couldn't help themselves after whatchamacallit got announced.
Time Warner got fucking little shit on.
Nah, the other zombie game. The Last of Us. Yes,
The Last of Us.
thank you. Yeah, because that's getting a TV show. They already moved forward on that project. In fact, I think it's filming right now.
No, it definitely is filming. Like they're like
Yeah.
footage of it actually does
Next
exist.
tonight.
Like like set footage essentially, just nothing like of the actual show in its final form.
I'm sure they probably filmed some of it here.
I mean, they kind of have to because
part
like
of that game I think does take place in Atlanta too.
yeah, because like they have to like I think if I remember correctly, isn't Pedro Pascal like the main dude?
Yeah, the guy that wrote Chernobyl.
Yeah, like he no, I'm talking about the main actor for Joel.
Oh,
Is Pedro Pascal. Like he has to he has to film that before he goes back on set for Mandalorian. Unless they've already finished that too.
Yeah, he's been doing that. He's been doing Mandalorian. He's been Master Chief in the Halo series.
4 to 17. It's a
That's
par
all those,
5.
Guys got
lead
work.
roles.
At the
Yeah.
Last of Us, they're probably gonna film most of that on soundstage because I'm pretty sure that entire
Yeah.
thing is gonna be like green screen pretty much.
Yeah.
So I probably won't run into a film set.
A lot of CG zombies.
I think you'll see a
not
couple.
too much. Because it's also a human drama thing too, so it's not.
I think
all-
you'll see a couple, but mostly just exterior shots that they may or may not need, and then so on and so forth. Yeah.
Was that one place that they used for the Mandalorian at one point? The volume of it? What it was called?
There is a Thrustmaster flight stick that's on sale for 170 right now.
Yeah, I saw that. But it's like the flight stick for like an airliner type sim though.
It's kind of cool still.
Yeah, it's definitely something
Cool.
made for
Nice shot.
like
Look at fly.
Microsoft
Nice shot.
Flight Simulator.
You can go
I
fly.
want I want a new flight stick, but I want like a combat flight stick though.
I just got the like PS4 remotes for this combat. So
I actually already own that one,
yeah.
and I don't really like it
And
that
the
much.
and the fight stick should come with giant aviator's shades for free.
You're talking about the Thrustmaster like just single stick, right? Not single stick with like the little throttle attachment. The El Cheapo
Yeah, I
one?
had the throttle with it.
The one that's like $50. That one.
No, like the more expensive one.
Oh,
Like the
shit, which one
Combat
you-
7 one.
Is that the actual Ace Combat 7 branded one?
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I kind of wanted that one, but I read some bad reviews about the dead zone in that stick was like really aggressive, like really nasty. But I don't know, like
Yeah, I hadn't had that.
that's just what I read. I actually used to own the one that came with the PS2, which is pretty much the same
Oh,
form
yeah.
factor as
Right.
as that one you're talking about. Because I bought like the Ace Combat 4, was it 4 or 6? Shit, I can't even remember now.
Not bad. That's great.
But I got one that came with. I think it was. Now I think I think it was Ace Combat 6 that it came with. No, 5. It was 5.
360?
Unsung War. Unsung War. That's what it came with. So I actually bought that special edition that came with that fucking giant flight stick for Ace Combat 5.
There's He-Man.
Sold it years ago though.
Did
Took
it
up
come
too
with
much
the
space in the closet.
Did it come with the album for Puddle of Mud?
4.
No, it did not. Thank God. Stupid ass butt rock.
Can you take it all?
No.
I hated that shit, dude. I remember when they released like one of the trailers, like the big EG trailer.
It was
for
the
Ace Combat
opening.
5, and it was like the fucking trailer music. And I was like, man, I hope they don't put this in the fucking game. And sure enough, they put it in the
They
fucking
did.
game.
Oh, I was gonna say one more thing happened this week, man. Mark Zuckerberg's gonna launch Horizon World that looks like a really shitty 64 game.
Beautiful.
I got you.
To see like people bullied him to like having like a updated fucking like no here's
Ah,
like
fuck
a
me.
updated
No.
Completely
I
overshot
was
that.
like,
Oh
even
well.
though that's still like compared to like shit that came out this week, like so much better than that shit. Like Red Matter 2 that came out this week. When I get back home, I'm gonna fuck with that.
God, I had something I wanted to bring up, but I can't remember it now. Shit, it'll come back to me.
Yeah, it'll come back.
Oh. Yeah. What's this? Why is Wizards of the Coast trending? Did they do something weird again?
Go, go, go.
So good.
No, it's just Magic the Gathering drama, whatever.
Yay. Lucky bump.
Oh yes, I forgot about that meme from
Wow.
what's a cop TV show again? Name 10 things. This. That's on me. I set the bar too low. Someone did. I love Digimon. Really? Name me 10 monsters. Greymon.
Oh,
That's
oh,
on me. I
those
set the
are-
bar too low.
Oh, those are those like elitist things that people do to women. To check, are you a real gamer?
Cool.
Next one. Very good.
And you gotta gatekeep the non-believers, dog.
Get all these icky cootie girls out of my
Stop
out of my hobby.
Whoa!
little rascal, man.
Careful of your life.
No girls allowed.
Yeah.
We don't really mean that. We're just making fun of that. I'm just saying that for the recording.
Why doesn't anyone find my hobby cool?
Oh
it's not
god,
cool.
it's like it's literally that meme from like from what's it called from Adult Swim where the one guy shoots the other guy. He's like, why is my store dying? Or it's like, why would they do this?
On the
It's
Eric
like-
Andre show?
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I just know about the meme, where it's literally like basically this is literally that case where the fandom shoots the new fan and says, "Why is my fandom not popular?"
Yeah, I've seen several
What's that power
dozen
hit?
versions of that.
I mean, everybody has.
No,
My
I mean
fr-
I've seen of that particular meme about fandoms attacking one another.
Yeah, basically.
There's like so many ways.
Cool.
My favorite one is within the Yu-Gi-Oh community because they would upcharge like obviously there was a time where stores were price gouging us, and somebody literally took that meme and basically and it was the store basically shooting the player, and the store was literally saying, "Why is my store dying?" Because nobody wants to fucking go to your shit, man. Like, come on. And that was because it was a reaction because
Chance for an eagle.
somebody who was running a store got really mad that nobody was buying the product at the price that he was setting it at, which was above retail. And he was literally blaming the fan. He literally was blaming blaming the player base for not keeping his store alive. It's like, well, sorry, brother, but when we see bad behavior in a store, we kind of let the store burn.
Come on, man. You got to
damn
follow
it.
these boomer logic, man. The property values are dying because millennials aren't buying homes.
Great work.
They're
be fair-
getting iPhones and food.
Not cool.
To be fair to boomers, he was not a boomer. He was
For the
35.
birdie.
No, but I'm saying I'm using that, that
The boomer logic, basically.
the boomer
Next
articles.
to the right.
Yeah.
All those stupid Wall Street shit like that. It's like millennials are to blame for the housing market crashing.
Oh, that particular meme? Oh,
They're blaming millennials and boomers for everything.
Yazzie, you just fuck me. You just don't understand, man. Like millennials don't want to own a home; they want to rent.
For the birdie.
Did you
Yeah,
not know
exactly.
Yeah, man. Already
Now,
owned
what are you
it.
doing there? You hit that.
I was so busy trolling that I wasn't paying attention. But hey, I finished the joke, so whatever.
It was worth it.
I'm already doing shitty anyway, so whatever.
It didn't matter.
That'll do.
but you're not wrong. Why don't you want to rent from me forever?
Yeah,
'Cause how would I afford
that's
an
their
hour
logic.
Look at you.
Like, no, you gotta be good. You gotta be a moral, decent person. I found Buddhism, and you can basically be a nice, gentle person.
I'm just
so you can succeed in my empire.
yeah.
So you
I'm
don't
just
have to build one.
I'm amazed they moved on from avocado toast because they were touting that for so
For
long.
now.
Yeah, if you
back
didn't
to
spend
it.
your money at Starbucks and
The finale.
Why would you buy
Round
avocado?
18.
That shit's
It's a
disgusting.
par 4.
avocado was good. Thank you very much.
Depends on what it's used for.
Yeah, it depends on what it's used for and how much salt does it have in it.
I could cut it. I could go to the store, buy an avocado, cut it in half, pit it, and just eat it like that. It's good. Avocado is good.
It's a pretty good sandwich spread, or for your snacks too. So
Yeah, it's certainly better than health-wise. It's better than using mayo.
Oh, I still use mayo, but avocado is good though.
Yes.
it goes good in burritos too.
I never liked it. Of course, like most things, like I get weird looks from my family.
Yeah, because you're Mexican, aren't you?
Yeah, half Hispanic.
Yeah, so like if you're if you're any part Hispanic, like how can you not like avocados?
'Cause, I would literally tell them it's like, cause it's fucking disgusting.
That's like somebody who's like Indonesian not
So,
liking chili sauce.
recently when I saw a family member of mine and they were basically making like,
Damn,
for
that
the
was
record,
good
I
hit.
also don't like Mexican food for the most part. So
Shit, what's wrong with
just
you?
putting that out there. But also somebody would say like, you're gonna like this, David. You're gonna like it, and I guarantee you're gonna eat it. And when I'm not looking, you definitely gonna have food. And I literally just said to them, I'll make you a $50,000 bet that I won't.
Yeah.
Oh man, that
And I don't even have to have the money on me to even prove it.
like being Pakistan Indian descent, not like he's
Right,
like,
I'm Fuck.
I am literally that asshole at the family gathering.
Oh,
that,
good bounce. Good
that,
bounce.
That will literally say, you made some nice food. Good job. And I will literally leave and go get a burger. I will leave and go
That
get
was
my own
basically
food.
me, yeah. Me here in Australia, honestly.
Now, if you make a steak, obviously I'm gonna be okay.
I mean, what
That's
would,
not-
what would
steak's not Mexican
Australian
food, though.
Nice
what would
shot.
Australian cuisine be? Would it just be like putting Vegemite on everything?
Give it a good shunt.
Honestly, after like, I don't know, 14, you kind of graduate from Vegemite, honestly.
What do you moved on to? Gears? Crocodiles?
Vegemite is the only thing that
Yeah.
I know that's Australian. So like I don't know. That and Foster's, and that's about it.
Foster's- oh, I get. I was gonna say like, oh, wait a minute. Now I get it.
Yeah, I don't know anything about actual Australian cuisine,
Neither do I.
so
It's
it's a lot of like,
just half-assed American cuisine. Honestly, what it is.
or English cuisine.
Obviously.
given
We don't have
Australian
enough
foods.
tea for that.
Is there such a thing as English cuisine? I don't think so.
Or British cuisine, I mean.
That's why. Again. Is there such a thing as British cuisine? I don't think so.
I think what makes it English is the
Beans and
portions.
toast.
Beans on toast. Yeah. Is it
Alright.
disgusting and bland? Yeah, it's
Go
probably British.
further.
That's what I meant.
Do we call the cookies biscuits? There's a joke.
We don't do that
There's
shit
a
here
joke
because in
about
the
that
South,
somewhere.
biscuits are something completely different, entirely.
So you're saying we should go with scones then?
I don't care what you fucking call it. Just don't call them biscuits.
I just wanted the chocolate chip cookie, man.
Around here, a good biscuit will fill you up.
Oh yeah. Biscuit as big as your face, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
I hate my last
Ready,
fucking.
Tony.
And Dollar, get it right. They're not cookies, they're wafers.
Hey, game.
Shit, I might go get a sausage gravy biscuit tomorrow. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Tomorrow
If
morning.
I tried to buy wafers during the pandemic and it got lost.
All right, wafers.
It's all good.
They're like little cookies that come out of
I'm
packets.
making a joke. I'm like, over there they call it wafers, not cookies.
Yo, what kind of
Well, the
wafers are you
thing-
talking about though? Nilla wafers?
Yeah.
Chocolate wafers and that kind of stuff.
I
No,
was
not
trying-
you,
was-
Dallo. Dallo said he was bought some wafers and they got lost in the mail. Like, what kind of wafers did you order?
Oh,
Because I imported them all the way from Japan because they came with
Ready,
Azure
Tony.
Lane cards.
God.
wow, that's what you ordered them.
Now that we've said Asher Lane, are we summoning highest metal now? Are we gonna-
I've been here since Big Titties.
you didn't say anything, so
I didn't even hear the ding, which when people usually come in. So
I've been here since Big Titties were mentioned.
that's a long time.
So summon him.
yeah.
I mean,
Was that before or after Victor Arlen? Because I forget.
It was in the middle, Victor.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in the middle.
GG's, boys. GG's.
I apologize for not noticing until now.
Oh, I won.
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah, you won. GG's.
I did not win.
I was trying to see how quiet I could be until.
Usually when I hear the signal, the ping, I'll wait a little bit for the right moment and then I'll welcome someone like I did with Yowzy earlier, but I didn't hear it this time for whatever reason.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom.
I was gonna try and wait until the end of the broadcast so that when everyone's saying goodbye, I just really say goodbye and have everybody go, what the fuck?
I mean, we're already what the fuck as is.
Yeah.
I was gonna say on the
I mean,
Discord.
he's the best stealth commander.
Yeah.
What's that?
In
yeah.
the Discord chat, I put a picture of Lupin III being with his attorney being Better Call Saul. It's actually quite cute.
I've
But-
been trying to find the meme of the no girls allowed thing that I had.
I'll be
I don't
right
think I
back.
have
I
one.
gotta fill up a drink.
Yeah,
Oh,
I gotta build a room
allowed.
anyway.
Did they have Votums?
No, it was literally a dude with like a massive like anime figure collection holding a rifle. They had a sign that said "No girls allowed."
Hmm.
But yeah, as a note, I did import like wafers from Japan because they came with Azure Lane cards essentially, like with all
Nice.
the stats. Well, it's not nice because I never got it because it got lost in the fucking mail.
Well, let's file a complaint.
I did. I got my money back, but I couldn't. But I didn't get the cards, which was the problem. So, granted, that was a long time ago. It's more funny than it was now, but like, shit. I just need to go buy I need to just get off my ass and go buy the Yorktown. So
You really should.
it's only like I think it's only like $20 on like eBay. I just haven't done it because I haven't needed it. I needed to do it yet.
No, if you need it, you do.
No, I definitely do. I just want to buy it when I know for a fact I'm going to go to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Local so I can use it as a field center and show it off.
Alright.
I need
Oh.
to build this room.
I'm back.
Okay, we're gonna up the difficulty here.
So Witcher Mercury is gonna come on Gundam Info on September 1st. So.
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
I saw that.
It's still gonna take me a month to finally watch it.
Yeah.
By the time you start watching it's the TV show be airing. So.
Mal, could you get into this room? I just
Sure.
opened it
I'll
right now.
start watching it after I finally watch Iron Blooded Orphan, like 5 years.
5 years from now. I mean, granted, it took me a while to like finally get around to Soul Eater.
It sucks that I like, if I remember correctly, we're only getting episode 1. I think we still have to wait till October to get the rest.
What?
Witcher Mercury.
Oh no, that's not episode 1. It's a prologue, so it's not the actual episode 1.
Oh.
It's
Oh, that
So we're not
sucks.
even getting episode 1.
It's episode 0, really. But you know,
Oh, I thought we were
it's
getting
like
the first
Zodiac.
episode. Oh, that sucks.
No,
We're
no, no.
not.
It was shown when we saw your view of the methods. It's coming on Gundam Info after a long past time, but
What's this?
Oh, I've seen this picture before.
No girls allowed. Oh.
I've seen this before. Yeah.
I haven't, but that's gold.
That is definitely me because I'm noticing a lot of Kantai collection figures, plus the Shimikaze turret behind him.
Yeah, it's kind of old. It's been around for a few years.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Kanata. Kanata from Lucky Star.
None shall pass. None shall enter Fort Virgin.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Enron's here. All right. I'm gonna quit out, and you guys just launch that room. And then from there, I'll open another room, and I'll take highest metal and Yazi.
I wonder if Show give me stream chat. I know they had a storm the other day, so.
So my brother had a flight today, which reaffirmed why I shall never take a flight ever again.
Happened.
So as he was taking a flight down to Florida today, and as he was boarding, the guy in front of him collapsed on top of him and had a heart attack.
Holy
Damn.
fuck.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
So like my brother's just like standing there holding this guy, like going what the fuck, while like they had the gate attendants like rush over, and they're all just standing around waiting, like watching as the paramedics go to work on this guy.
Do you
Yep.
live?
So
Am I starting this room, Dalo?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead if you have.
I have no idea. They just carted him off, but like it was like what?
Holy shit.
Highest.
That's nuts.
We're waiting on you, highest metal. Unless you're not going to play, which is fine.
I'm joining.
Yeah.
I'm just searching for it. But yeah, like then as soon as they got on board the plane, some chick stole his seat, and he was like, you know what? He's like, I'm too tired for this shit. I just want to get this shit over with. So he just took her seat instead. But luckily, because of he quote unquote helped out voluntarily, I guess, over the heart attack situation, they gave him free alcohol for the
Let's
flight
go.
and basically gave him $150.
That's nice.
That's something at least. If a Spirit Airline did, but they said, get the fuck.
Here's a lot of free booze to calm your nerves. Here you go.
You're like, here, go ahead and knock yourself out.
Literally.
Now
But
I'm
it
thinking
gets
of that
through,
one movie, the Flight.
But then, like,
Denzel Washington.
he was supposed to meet another friend at Florida today as well, but her flight got delayed because everybody on the flight was in the wrong seats, and they couldn't close the pilot door. So they had to wait for a maintenance guy to literally get on board and weld the door shut.
What airline was this?
United.
Wow.
It sounds like some shit that would happen on like Frontier or Spirit.
Well, to be honest, there's a lot of flight issues nowadays with the airline because they don't have enough staff because they still haven't they're paying people or rehire people post pandemic. Oh,
Well, no, it's the same as every other industry. Like a lot of people realized, while they were sitting at home, like, you know what? I kind of don't want this job anymore.
Hold
Yeah.
My buddy
It's
that lives
par
2 doors down from me is a Delta pilot, and we were talking. He talks about this every now and again. And he's like, like they have a hard well, they don't have problems finding pilots because those guys are paid a lot of shit of money. But like the things like flight attendants, there's shortage of those.
Oh wow! How about that? We just loaded super fast because we're on PS5.
Every other support role, where it's somebody like making like 40 grand a year or whatever. Like a lot of those people just didn't come back.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, look at Heathrow Airport and everything. They're like working like 40% capacity. They're fucked over because they're not hiring enough people and everything, and they don't want to pay people to come back either. But the airlines themselves are complaining to the airport staff too. But airport staff.
A lot of them are trying to pay people to come back.
Amazing.
Nobody wants to come back. Like they don't want to do it.
Yeah, they overworked and everything too. Yeah, they're not.
You know
they're treated
what?
Like shit.
They're like, you know what? I quit and I'm gonna go work for Greenpeace or something.
No, they're like the service industry sucks. Why am I working for these ingrates when I could be doing something else? It's not worth it.
I mean, yeah, the only thing you get pretty much just bombed here like that is a social worker or a child psychiatrist. And if you're in Texas, you're skipping all that shit.
God damn it! Please stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds.
Or being a teacher at elementary school.
Oh, that's well, you just have to say being a teacher and it's already bad.
Yeah.
Depends also if you're a university teacher and get tenure now, which that's also very rare.
Well, I mean, when you say teacher, you generally are referring to public schools. You're not really talking about.
This is true. This is right.
Yeah.
University teaching job. You would
When
say.
you talk about universities, you call them lecturers.
Oh, when I talk about I guess that is true, but at the same time, like, it doesn't matter because they're not treated very well either. Based on the video I saw, which most of them are adjunct players. So,
Yeah.
Professors.
Yeah.
You show him. Watch that power game.
It's pretty bad. Shit sucks.
Someone-
Mouth shot to hit that.
Yeah, that was me.
Damn.
So my buddy's in the hospital right now, and he said there's a guy in here squeezing a bike horn and talking about smoking crack.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another day in downtown Pontiac here. That's a Saturday day in the ER in the Pontiac Hospital.
All right,
That's
nice
one of
shot.
the rundown cities here in Southeast Michigan.
I'm gonna just pop out if I'm lucky.
Regular Friday is a dude coming in with a dildo stuck up his ass.
Kind of takes me back to the Eddie Murphy, what's it called? Dr. Dolittle movie. If anybody's seen it.
Great shot. Great shot.
Yeah.
There's a line in there. It's like, well, I have a real life, so call me when it's actually an emergency. So a guy has a coming here carrying his own head. You call me. Somebody comes up here with a bicycle up his ass. Then you call me. Don't call me for like things like allergies and shit like that. It was like just such such an aggressive line that I ended up liking, and I think about it.
Good aim.
Oh, hey, Ice Metal. Nice.
Good make it birdie.
So, you did a whole lot of talking tonight when your little Mets won one
bet
game
you
out of the series.
Hey, we still take our champions when we can get them.
All right. And you lost the other 3.
You mean the ones I didn't even watch?
It's all good.
So what you're saying is, if you actually watch all games, they would win.
Yes.
A break to the left.
They should have you on the team. You would literally be God, what's that one guy? Joseph Gordon-Levitt in fucking Angels in the outfield.
Oh yeah.
If they're willing to pay me the same salary they give the players, then sure, I'll absolutely do that.
Didn't reach.
Honestly, you just have to pay me the major league minimum, and I'll do it. I don't even need to make average Major League Baseball. So I'm just giving my $260,000, and I'll watch every single one of you goddamn games.
$20 million for a year? Yeah, sure, I'll do
Could
it.
make a birdie.
With taxes.
Enron's like, just give me the 260. I'll show it with pom poms.
Nice one.
Yeah, give me 260, I'll show up with pom-poms and wearing no pants.
And you literally just say to everybody, I'm perfectly happy with this because the average American, at best, makes $2.5 million in their entire working career.
I don't even know it's that high. I bet it's lower than that.
That's not adjusted for inflation.
Still seems too high.
In any case, Yazzie, press the button.
Sorry. I'll just look at the. So the highest paid MLB mascot is. What is it?
The Fanatic, probably.
Well, we know it's not Rally Cat, that's for
Wally
sure.
the Green Monster.
Wally
That
gets
makes
paid
sense.
more than the Fanatic?
I'm
That
looking
makes
at it
sense
right
because
now.
everybody wants to punch this. So,
Wally's a stupid fucking mascot.
Yeah, but that makes it stand out.
Dude, I would have guessed it would have been the Philly Fanatic. It would not even have been close, because like the Philly Fanatic is like the best Major League Baseball mascot. Now that the San Diego Chicken has been retired,
On your way.
Amazing.
I would say it would be the Philly Fanatic, and then probably Mr. Met, number 2.
I would say Philly Fanatic because of the hazard pay, because he just pisses off everybody in the stands and probably gets punched quite a bit. So,
No. Everybody loves the Fanatic, man. Like, even opposing fans love the Fanatic, because he's hilarious. That guy who does him is the guys who are responsible for doing the Fanatic. They come up with the funniest shit. Did you see the stuff he was doing today with Keith? What's his face?
Hernandez?
Yeah, no. What's the Mets? Keith? Is it Hernandez? Keith Hernandez?
Yeah.
It is Keith Hernandez. Yeah. So like they're in Philly, you know, because Keith Hernandez was like, I don't want to call games in Philly because I fucking hate Philly. I hate the town. I hate the fans. I don't want to work in Philly. So like the Fanatic went up in the booth today during the game with like a blow up doll with Keith Hernandez's like a paper cutout of Keith Hernandez's face. So he went to the Mets broadcast booth with that thing, and he was like punching at it and stuff, and like blowing a what do you call those things? The little things you put little party favors, you know, that you blow into and they unroll.
Yeah.
He was like hitting Keith Hernandez in the face with that thing in the booth, and like Ron Darling was just fucking cracking up, just laughing his ass off. It was so funny. That's the kind of stuff that the Philly Fanatic does. Like that guy is that's like a master class in how a mascot. You know,
Yeah, so I'm looking at Philly Fanatic is like number 2, the guy with Mr. Met.
See, that's who I thought would be number 1 and number 2. Philly
And
Fanatic.
the Oriole Bird.
Yeah, I guess so. I could see it. The Oriole.
And the Lucille.
I don't know what that is.
The San Francisco Giants.
Really? Oh, I guess it makes
Oh, I'm
sense.
looking.
It's Seal, but I don't recall that mascot ever really being that popular.
Honestly, the Mets broadcast like the best to listen to because the entire time they're talking about nothing but food.
Nice shot.
No. I mean, the Mets TV crew is without a doubt the best in baseball, Major League Baseball. Like they are legendary at what they do. I can't think of a single broadcast crew that's currently working that's even close to those guys.
It's like half the time it's like we're like talking about random food that they're eating in the stands and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean other broadcasters do that kind of thing too. It's just that as far as just working together and
So
knowing,
good.
you know, kind of like knowing what the other ones is going to say. They've been together so long that they're really good at what they do. And plus, they're all former players on top of that, so like they all know shit about the game. Whereas and they're not annoying. Like they're knowledgeable, they're funny, and they're not annoying. which is more than what I can say for the Braves broadcast crew because they're absolutely terrible.
Harry the Hawk is pretty much out near the bottom of the salary list. The Atlanta
Which one's Harry?
Hawks.
Oh, sports. I thought we were just talking baseball mascots.
Nah, I was looking at baseball mascots, but
Yeah, nobody cares about Harry the Hawk.
Oh, I should hit it just a little bit harder. That would have went in.
And the only thing that's worse than him is the Chicago White Sox mascot.
I don't even know what that is.
Southpaw.
Yeah, yeah.
Cat.
Nobody cares.
I know. I'm like looking. I don't even know about most of these things. So.
Well, I don't know. If the White Sox should just be a drunkard.
Yeah, that'll be a Cubs.
Nice approach.
Meet your
Chance
bum.
for an eagle. Slowly.
Drunk
Guy
shirt
never-
with the Cubs hat on.
Get him.
Tries
to the right.
tries not to leave the stadium, but is forced out.
Yeah, gets thrown out of the stadium.
How's that?
Lovely eagle.
Tries to change his alias by just switching his pair of sunglasses.
Take your time.
Relax.
The Braves mascot is a cheap fucking ripoff of the Philly Fanatic.
That's
Everyone hates him.
right. You're incredible.
Nice pop. Nice one.
You know what I think of?
Careful.
Wait. Didn't you guys used to have the racist Indian?
Chief Nakahoma?
You're incredible.
Yeah.
Nice pop. Yeah.
Chief Nakahoma and Chief Nakahoma was from the 70s and 80s though. Like that's a long time ago.
I mean,
But yeah,
that was
he's a
still.
big guy. He was actually a member of one of the tribes, the Eastern Cherokee, I think.
So they didn't just get some random white dude and paint him in red.
It's a par four.
Well, I mean, he wasn't a team like the baseball team didn't create him. Like it was a character that he did, and they actually just hired him, contracted him to be the mascot. But he still owned all the rights to the character and stuff like that. And it went on for if you look at the Wikipedia article about Chief Nakahoma, like there's a big long thing because like it was like a controversy
Nice shot.
between him and the club because like there was all kinds of accusations about how they didn't pay him or something like that. Like it was a big fight with that guy when he was the mascot when he used to be the mascot for the Braves. But yeah, it used to be this dude named Chief Nakahoma who would dress up like an African American, like an American Indian. Oh boy!
Wrong minority.
I know, right? He'd dress up like an American Indian and beat on drums and shit in the stands.
Just goes like
So
and just do
good.
the typical white man howl.
He had a couple of side characters that would show up with him sometimes, and the only one I remember of I can remember the name was Princess Pocasingle.
That is the most racist thing ever.
Right? Pocasingle?
What the-
Yeah.
what the-
Well, his name was Nakahoma, so Nakahoma and then Pocasingle were the names of those two characters.
Terrible.
But it was the 70s and 80s, so you could get away with shit like that.
Yeah.
Even still. It's terrible. I'm laughing because it's funny.
Well, I mean, it is funny. It's hilarious.
So I'm looking at so NFL mascot makes quite a bit
I
less
think
than
that's like-
baseball mascots. I did not know that.
I think that's like that thing that Mal talked about. Like we can't get away with the casual racism, even if we think it's like funny on some level.
I'll admit, casual racism many times
What?
is funny. I will admit that.
I mean, we
Like-
did laugh incessantly at Con Air.
Well, like I said, it depends on the context.
Depends
It's
on the context.
it's always dependent on the context.
Great shot.
Like you look at older comedians and everything, it depends on the context that they use it. So
Yeah.
Boondocks is like the ultimate
On the green.
testament to that.
animated show, yeah.
No, I just mean in general.
Yeah, I don't say general, especially, but also as an animated show in that kind of, because not too many other shows for that comedy genre. They
Yeah, because it's not. Yeah, because it's not casual racism for the sake of racism. It's political and social. It's political and social commentary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the whole point of it is like to. Oh, I'm gonna fuck up here.
And sadly, also goes over a lot of people's heads too. With that
Well,
message
the whole
thing.
point of it was like to look at the black community from the outside in, basically making fun of like
Yeah.
like
Amazing.
how like
It's not
how far the
racist.
community has come, how far people have
Stop
come.
now.
Yet we still have like all these things, and we still do dumb shit.
Yeah.
It's not racist to laugh at it, but it's racist if you don't realize why it's funny. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I only bring it up a little bit because I was thinking about the kickball episode.
Oh yeah, it was like it's that's probably like in terms of just like not racism, but like in terms of like political and social commentary, it's probably like the most racially charged one.
The reason I was thinking about it was because I was thinking about Samurai Champloo.
Uh-huh.
Because I was also thinking about the baseball episode.
Yeah, which also
which has its own issues in itself.
yeah,
It also showed up in an episode of the Boondocks in the
Slow
background.
things down. That breaks left.
yeah
Both creators also big fans of each other's shows too at the time. So
I know.
the Champloo baseball episode also has its own racially and politically motivated
And anachronisms on top of
Could
that.
make
Yeah.
it pretty.
Revisionist history.
is that the same episode that had the beatboxing
Sloping up.
samurai?
that was a different episode.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen Samurai Champloo.
Yeah, the baseball episode is episode 22. The one you're talking about, I think it's episode 18. 18 or 19.
I believe it's 19. It's like the last really like kind of lighthearted, like dumb episode before they
standalone episode too. So
do the final climaxes and things like that.
Yeah,
So
before they get into the whole Christian thing.
Nice shot.
yeah.
Christian persecution
America,
thing.
Jin, I'm America, Jin. Shut
That
up.
breaks left.
Go away. No.
Never mind the fact that like when that happened, I think the Civil War was still raging on, if I remember right.
What? Great
In
work.
that episode.
Yeah, that
Nice.
was, if I remember correctly, the Meiji era. When shit was just
Yeah.
like just shit was going bad all over the place, and Christians were being persecuted, and
But-
the hands in the government were changing.
But the reason I bring it up is because baseball, as we know it, wasn't really
Good
invented
ball.
until after
Take it
the
back.
Civil War, or during,
Yeah.
or I said say during the Civil War because it's made by the Colonel Doubleday
That's far.
for obvious reasons.
Double day. Yep.
Yep. And that movie, I think that episode, if I remember right, takes place before the Civil War.
Yeah.
So
Well, what
Yeah.
year? Did they ever
Hold
say what
13.
year
It's par
Shampoo took
4.
place in?
I don't think so.
Suppose-
No.
Oh, this is it was
I
Like
think-
you can infer some things by what's going on in the background.
actually it takes place during the Sengoku era, so that's like the 1600s. So
Oh, did they? I don't remember that.
I'm gonna look it
I'm
up.
gonna
they don't
ask-
talk
I'm
about
gonna-
it much because
I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask Google.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sure we can fake nerd it easily.
Reddit says somewhere around 1846.
So that'd be before the Civil
Let's
War.
see, a few issues with
Edo
being
period.
It
Edo period.
is impossible.
oh, Edo era. So
Yeah, because
In the
I
19th century, it is impossible to particular date the book, blah, blah, blah. Edo period, which ended in 1968. Okay, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe it is possible.
like I said, like one of the things that was going on in the background is that like I said, like there was a power struggle within the government. Like even though they didn't really cover that in
They don't really
Champloo,
talk about it.
yeah, they don't really talk about it. But like towards the end, the reason why they're being hunted down is because there's that power struggle going on in the background, and they're trying to get rid of Christian
Great
influence
shot.
within the nation.
Everything I know about 1800s Japan is because of Rurouni Kenshin.
Yep.
That's the other, I was gonna say that's the other thing I was gonna bring up because that's like an entire plot point.
Yeah, they
the
literally
Rurouni
dedicated an entire arc to that shit.
Yeah.
well, that's also the main thing for Samurai. For Rurouni Kenshin is the fall of the shogun, pretty much.
I'm gonna whisper this very softly. It's
Uh-huh.
the worst part of Kenshin.
It is. It's so built. It's so boring.
Yeah, it is boring.
It's so boring. The
Which
Christian
one?
arc.
That arc, the Christian persecution arc in
Yeah.
Kenshin.
Just
You're not wrong.
quick.
It definitely is boring as
It's the worst
fuck.
part of that show.
I just accepted an Uber request from like 10 minutes out of town
Uh-huh.
that supposedly is asking for a 290-minute trip.
Holy shit.
Ooh, that's like a
Alright.
3-hour drive, huh?
3-hour tour.
Supposedly. So, if it's not a mistake, like if it's not a booking mistake or whatever, I may have to leave the call.
Yeah,
I mean,
understood.
We don't blame you.
Go make a bunch of money
I
though.
blame you.
Yeah.
I
And
will
also-
say
third
this.
trip-
And also, if I don't show up this coming week, I may be dead in the ditch somewhere. I don't know.
The spider's taking over.
Oh,
It's a crocodile. The crocodile scheduled the trip, and it's a trick.
Watch
It's a
that
trap.
flag.
But if not, you can have as many fucking KFC bowls as your heart
Oh.
desires.
You might die from a heart attack later, though.
Somebody ordered like $110 worth of KFC last night that I had to deliver.
Wow.
I'm like, what kind of heart attack are you trying to give your kids? What?
Cool.
Oh, that's someone had a party. It's like $5 of chicken right there.
Yeah.
Tell them they should take a flight.
Yeah,
Maybe he doesn't want to fly.
maybe.
They'll be grounded.
Anyways, I'll preemptively leave the call in case this is a long trip. And if not, well, I'll just come back later.
That's
All
cool.
right, good
Make
luck, man.
make that money.
Be safe.
Alright,
Killed.
take care.
I was gonna say this for like Rurouni Kenshin. I really, when it comes to the only time that show really gets super good is when Kenshin and Saito
Nice
are
approach.
with each other.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite favorite part.
I wonder how many people know that Saito's based off on a real life character.
All of them are like all of the
All of them
Shizugumi.
are, yeah, but Saito's like one of the most famous ones too in that show.
Fuck you, game. Fuck
I mean
you.
the fight, the animated fight between like
Yeah,
when
Saito and
Kenshin
Yeah,
is like one of the best animated fights in the anime ever.
yeah. That's
At least
that's-
samurai
that's-
fights.
That's definitely the best part of the series. Like the best scene from that series is that fight, for sure.
That's a funny note. The guy who does Saito
good
in the English
approach.
dub for Kenshin, he would go on to play Jin in Samurai Champloo.
Great work.
For her.
It's all good.
Cool, good on you.
It's just something I noticed, like
Slowing down.
like for a long time they
A break to the left.
they always casted that guy in like in a bunch of samurai shows. I think because he played Saito.
It's all good.
They're playing having Brad Floyd voice a gun character over and over again.
Sloping up.
You're not.
Is he
You're not.
doing that anymore?
Yeah, he was in World Trigger recently.
He still does. Yeah, a lot of these guys
Yeah.
still do like dub work and everything. Probably not
Yeah.
prominently.
He's-
but-
The problem is like we probably don't pay attention because like a lot of people don't send things up towards Vancouver anymore, unless you're Toei Animation, who still does. But he still does work. He still does dubbing work. He's still around. He still does
Still
things.
probably does
Full
dub stuff in
14.
games and everything too.
It's a
So.
par 3.
Because I haven't heard him or like Scott McNeil in like a long ass time.
Oh, Scott McNeil, I haven't heard of him in a long time.
Yeah, neither have I.
It depends. Like I said, it really depends. I mean, because because of
Nice
like you know we're
shot.
in the middle of a recession right now. It depends, depending on how strong the dollar is. If we go any weaker, you're gonna see a lot of more dubbing work down here. Because a lot of times, like I found this out, like because for a little bit, like the dollar was weaker than the Canadian dollar. The other way around, because the Canadian dollar was weaker than the actual United States dollar. We would send voice acting work up there for a lot of the Gundam shows because they were a lot longer. It was cheaper to do it in bulk.
Nice shot.
And that's gonna be in the bunker right there with you.
Hi, Ken. How are you doing?
Oh, you know what? I found kind of sad. The guy who played Char in the English dub of Multi Gun in the TV show and like Counterattack, Michael Kopsa. He hasn't done too much dub work though. He mostly does.
Oh well, keep in mind a lot of those guys also kind of just moved on too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did, but he's also a regular actor, stage actor too. So he's done other stuff. I just anime and voice acting wise, he's done too much.
Well, keep in mind Vancouver is like
Nice
like mini Hollywood too. On top of that, so. Funny story, Mako Kopsa was actually in Stargate SG-1 for a while too. Showed up in like 3 different episodes.
But he's also done a bunch of that kind of sci-fi stuff. He was in the X-Files stuff too. So.
Like Marie, what's her name? Marie Iijima, the girl who plays Minmay in
Marie
Macross,
Iijima.
and in the
Good
English dub of
thing.
Macross.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Oh
How I
shit!
did.
Hold on. Showed up in episodes of like Pacific Blue and shit in the '90s as like an extra character actor.
Shit, that like Gary Chalk.
Well, funny story about Gary Chalk. Does anybody remember that shitty Predator movie, The Predator?
Oh
Good
god.
save.
No.
Good
That,
approach.
yeah, that one was ass.
It was.
Is that the one by what's his face?
Shane Black?
Oh yeah.
It was
Shane Black.
terrible.
I used to
was
his
god-
movies, but-
It was god fucking awful. I actually saw that at a midnight showing with some friends. 'Cause
Nice recovery. Nice
we were
approach.
bored. But funny
It's all
story.
good.
When I was in the theater and I was just like watching it, it's like, okay, I guess I'm in this. He showed up in the movie, Gary Chalk, as the postman in that movie, and I was like, why the fuck is he here? Of all the things,
Just relax.
why is he here in this movie? I was like going crazy, and my the guy,
That breaks neck.
some of the guys around me was like, well, dude, what the fuck are you? Why are you losing your mind right now? Because this guy is fucking Optimus Prime.
Good talk.
This guy played Optimus in like a couple of animated shows,
job.
and I'm asking myself, why the hell is he here?
Just
Of all
relax.
places.
So it threw me off when I watched Stargate SG-1. It's like, Optimus Prime, what the hell are you doing here?
Oh yeah, that's right, because he plays a Russian general.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's on. No, he wasn't a general. He was a clone.
Eh, it's a good thing I passed in that Predator movie. I usually like Shane Black movie. I like the what the movie he did before that was it The Nice Guys?
Yeah,
I
that movie
remember
was. That movie, Predators, was shockingly
115.
disappointing.
It's a par 4.
That's why, because I usually like his movies like Long Kiss Goodnight, The Nice Guys, Iron Man 3. What was it? What was it? Kiss Bang Bang?
I believe so. Also, Enron, this. Oh wow, nice shot. Ah, you got.
Yeah, I would have said.
I was thinking about like the Macross,
Look at it fly.
and I said to myself like, thinking to myself like a new dub for it, because I had mentioned that in the past, and I kind of didn't want them to redistribute the old one just because it had Vic in it. You know what I said to myself?
What's that?
I was saying to myself, you know what they should do? They should get Tony Oliver to do Hikaru.
Rick Hunter.
It would just bring it full circle. I was just like thinking about it like randomly when I was cleaning, and I just said like, how funny would that be if they just casted Tony Oliver as Hikaru in Macross.
That'd be a lot
Just-
of work. I don't think he would go for that now. He's like he like runs his own dubbing outfit and shit now. Like I don't think he needs.
Well,
to
he also still does dub with mostly Lupin, but that's
Yeah, but I mean, like, is he gonna want to take on a heavy dub commitment like that though? Because he's already got Lupin. Like, I bet he would just pass on that.
I don't think he would
It'd be
if they
funny,
he would still audition for it if someone said like, hey, try it out. Because keep in mind like he even in like Lupin, for example, he's not running. He's not the voice director for that series. It's Richard Epcar.
Yeah,
So
well, I know, but like I'm just saying, like in total professional responsibilities, like he's got his own dub outfit he's running. He's got Lupin that he does. Like I don't know if he would wanted to sign up for something as heavy.
I don't think he's gonna be like
as Macross, but I mean, because you know,
just think how,
certain,
but just stick with me. Think how funny it would be. Though.
I mean, it'd be funny. It'd be hilarious. I'd like it.
I'd probably the chances low, be amusing, but I just really see it
Amazing,
happening.
cool.
Or
Yeah, I mean, either.
that enthusiastic.
Yeah,
for
like
the
I
Lupin.
said, it was just a thought that I thought I
What's
said to
that
myself,
power
like, how
gauge?
funny would that be?
They could get Marie Iijima back yet again to dub Midway.
No.
Maybe.
Played her
Oh
in
God.
Japanese.
Did I?
Played her in
I actually
Japanese, played her in English
twice.
twice.
Speaking of Macross, I refuse to watch Macross 2 in Japanese because the dub just makes it more amusing. Because I don't really think that highly of Macross 2, but the dub is what makes it more amusing.
I would never like if I would never rewatch Macross 2 because it sucks. But if I did, I'd watch the dub.
It's the dub I want to go in for. That's
I
the sheer
agree.
stupid
That's only
enjoyment of it.
That's only because of like we love Dennis.
Oh, not just Dennis. There's a lot of bad voices in there.
Oh, all the voices. Well, Dennis is not a bad voice. Thank you very much. Dennis is the best.
Son. But a lot of voices are not that good.
Most of the voice acting in that show is trash. Like
yeah.
what's his name? the main character. He sucked.
But I
the-
want to be a real journalist.
The girl who dubbed Ishtar, like she was terrible.
Sylvie, not too great either.
She was so bad.
I mean, the guy what's that Ace Pie's name? He's voiced by Steve Blum, so he's decent at least.
I don't even like. I remember what he looks like, but I don't remember.
X, I think his name was.
I don't even remember that.
I
I know who
remember
you're talking about, but it's like
Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, but it says Steve Blum. Though. He's like the only like competent one, competent character in the entire anime.
Watch that power gauge.
But yeah, that was from like the mid '90s
Early
era
90s,
of dubbing, where it was like really shit.
I think I'd mentioned this on on stream before. Maybe not necessarily here, but I have mentioned this stuff. Like when they did Macross 2, the studio that they were recording in wasn't an actual studio. It was basically a recording booth built inside of a cave in the side of a mountain.
Yeah, we talked about that before.
Uphill, maybe? A break to the right.
Which every time I think about that, I say to myself, like, what the fuck?
Turn anything into a recording studio as long as it's, you know,
Yeah, but would you really, like,
nowadays you can record from all, a remote place.
you can record from home, but it's like you go into work to do whatever for this show. You go into basically a studio booth that's basically built inside of a cave. It's dirty, it's dingy, and all this other stuff. And you come out and you come home, and you have to take a shower, and all this mud and dirt comes off.
Easy now.
Sloping up. You'll be okay.
Oh my
Break
god.
to the right.
Might as well go for a ham radio while they're at it.
Speaking of recording music, I was watching a World War II documentary earlier, and the entire time I'm like listening to the music. I'm like, all right, the music is really fucking banging for some reason. What the hell? Credits roll. Fucking music composer is Kenji Kawai.
Oh really?
I was like, motherfucker, what?
Great work.
Why does my documentary sound like Pat Lieber?
Because it is fucking Pat Lieber somehow.
It's all good. Fight, fight.
It was like Apocalypse World War II. It's, yeah,
Right to the
Kenji
right.
fucking Kawai is the fucking composer for it.
Yep. I googled it and I just found it. It's on YouTube.
Yep.
Original score: Kenji Kawai, Apocalypse. Hitler takes on the West, 1940.
Great work.
Hitler
And sure
takes
enough,
on
this
the
is
West.
this is some Kenji Kawai sounding shit.
Just relax.
Serious Kenji Kawai, that is, yeah.
Yeah. If I were to watch a documentary and I heard this, I'd be like, this is goddamn Kenji Kawai.
You play that shitty Resident Evil knockoff game for Sega Saturn, what was it, Fear, that the only thing about the game is the music. It's like really like intense and everything, which does not match to the goofiest stupidity of the awful voice acting and gameplay.
Yeah, but I
of
mean,
that game.
I'm just listening to this, skipping through this track on YouTube. Like this sounds like they just lifted it right out of one of those Pat Lieber movies.
Yep.
Hole 16. It's a par 5.
So, I started reading Detective Conan, case closed, because a friend of mine has been buying the manga volumes on from Amazon digitally. So I coerced him, saying like, "Hey, can you let me kind of get in on this? Because I'm kind of curious about reading this." So far I've gotten up to volume 10 of the 20 volumes they own.
God awful English names.
I don't mind it so much.
Oh, no shit. I did not know Kenji Kawai did the music for most of Higurashi. Huh, no shit.
Yeah, he did.
Anyway,
Like,
what were you
my-
saying, Dallas?
I was just saying, going back to the actual reading of the manga. I was just kind of reading. I forgot how. Well, number one, I forgot how violent some of the crimes were.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes, because we know, but sometimes you kind of just forget, you know.
I mean, the fucking chapter that you posted on Twitter, the fucking crime in that was extremely violent too.
Well, yeah,
Shit
it was,
really got
it was,
fucking
it,
dismembered.
it was a fucking movie crew. That's one of the things that kind of stick up for me.
Still was like, oh yeah, the chick has been completely fucking dismembered.
And the guy who does it lies about his weight because he's carrying literal body parts around him so nobody can find the body.
It's like, holy shit.
Need a hand?
Nah, man, give that woman her whole body back. Fuck, the thing they find is like the first thing they find is like a severed leg.
So was he? So was he the key grip?
Awful.
He
Awful.
Those two are actually pretty good. I like that.
You can say the guy
What?
got
Or the stagehand?
Ah, stop it.
you can say the guy
Cool. Nice.
you can say the guy got head.
Oh boy,
I had to go there.
lots of them, different ones as well.
Well, it's definitely not the starting performance, that's for sure.
Speaking of starting things, earlier when we talked about the show, I made a mention that it doesn't look like something I'd enjoy. So I started watching Lycoris Recoil anyways, and that shit's pretty good.
Dude, I've been telling you for like the last couple of weeks that show is so fucking good.
It is good.
It's so good.
It's typical ass girls with gun shit.
Yes.
I can already see where the story is going.
Yes.
Because it's like every other girls with guns versus some secret organization shit thrown in it.
Yes.
And I don't even care. Because,
No.
The characters are good.
Mm-hmm.
The holy shit, everything is the production of this show is so fucking slick, and I don't know who the director is, but this is some snappy motherfucking directing.
Yes.
I don't even care that the story is crap. I could give I could give a fucking shit about that. You know, it's everything else about the shit about it is so enjoyable.
Because the two female leads have so much fucking personality, and I was actually worried that Takina, her being the stoic, no personality character. I thought I was worried she would be have no personality, but once you get to around episode 2 or 3, it's her personality starts to shine, and it's mainly because of Chisato.
Yep, it's a good show. Everybody, if you're not watching it, you should watch it. It's really enjoyable.
I know it's already good.
Watch that
I've already
Power
seen
Gate.
the first
I've seen you
episodes. I'm
posting
kinda-
art for it, so I'm pretty sure I knew you were watching it.
To be fair, I'm technically not watching it. I've watched the first 2 episodes. I'm just waiting for the whole thing to be finished. But I like what I've seen, and I don't really care too much about spoilers. So.
Yeah.
I've only seen the art of it.
My main fear is that I don't want to get into the show and be at the end of the season and we end up in a situation we're delaying the last 2 episodes for 6 months. Because that happened with that happened with 86, and granted that's the one time it really did happen, but that also kind of fairly happened recently with Isekai uncle, was it?
OG-san. Yes, either way, yeah.
The situation happened there too.
By the way, welcome back,
granted,
Isekai uncle. Welcome back.
Granted, it wasn't as terrible with that, but I'm just waiting for the show to at least finish some sort of run, and then I'll go through it as I go.
I wouldn't worry about that too much though, because the 2 studios that are working on Lycoris Recoil are motherfucking huge. So it's A1 Pictures and OLM. So between those 2 studios, I'm not concerned about them not having enough time to finish something, because those 2 studios have just tons of sub teams to work on.
Well, to be honest, the 86 was done by A1.
Yeah, but it was just A1 by themselves, I think.
Still, but they're still pretty top class studios, though.
I still wonder what the heck happened with that.
Might have been COVID.
It's fine. We're 5-6 weeks into Licorice Recoil, and and the show is still fucking great. I love it, and everyone should watch it.
I'm just worried we'll get to the end of it. It's gonna turn into some fucking depression shit thing where it's
I'm a little bit worried about that too, because I can already tell somebody in this cast is not going to make it to the end of the show.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Is it gonna be? I don't think it'll be. It's not gonna be Takina. It'll be Takina. It'll probably. It might be Jose.
Yeah.
Because I can kind of see the angle where. Well, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I can kind of see the angle where she kind of throws herself off a cliff to save everybody else. Because you can kind of see what's coming. You can kind of see what's coming with the whole the whole what's the name of the whole DA organization, plus the whole Allen Institute thing, which are very obviously nothing but bad guys.
Yeah.
Masquerading as a benevolent organization. So you can kind of see where this is going.
Did they train new types there?
Just
more
Kinda.
English, yes.
Kinda.
I figured that was the case because like the moment you said it, it sounded like is that the Flanagan Institute?
Well, if you've seen the first 2 episodes, you already know because like the DA Institute is like they
I
just
didn't
talked
really-
about it in the first few episodes. So
Yeah, I didn't really get the
Oh, fuck you, game. Fuck you.
oh, you hit that way too hard though.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Great work.
I will say though that anime of the season though is probably gonna be Futo-Pi.
Yes! I've
I
been
need to,
waiting
I need to,
someone-
I haven't. I was gonna start that, but then I'll start watching Licorice Recall instead. So I need to start Futopia.
Oh,
Holy
Futo-Pi
shit.
is really good production, but I already know about the original story itself, and I'm big fan Kamen Rider. But you can watch it without any knowledge of that because they talk about it.
It literally feels like I'm watching
Great
Kamen
work.
Rider W, like another episode, and it's
Careful.
fantastic.
Yeah. You can but regular people can get in because they just briefly mention it because it's its own
Break to the
story.
right.
Don't think you're not. Yeah, so they briefly show how things happen, but the characters are extremely amusing. The music is good, and the animation is.
They reused the fucking opening theme from the fucking TV series as part of the chase music, which was like, holy shit.
I don't know shit about Kamen Rider. I just want to watch it because
Oh,
it's,
the
it's cool.
17.
Oh, you can watch. Yeah, you can watch it by
Great.
itself too. That's a great thing about it. It's a sequel to something, like a legit sequel, but it's its own story. So
Yeah, I actually watched the opening on YouTube just because I was just curious what the opening was like, and it's kind of cool.
The animation quality is like, holy shit, this is like immaculate.
That's the only thing that I didn't like about the only thing that I thought Licorice Recall fell down on is that the opening theme is completely forgettable, even though it's Claris. It's completely forgettable Claris.
Nice shot.
Yeah, like, the animation for like the anime is just like impeccable. It's like, holy shit, like,
Studios.
there's a lot of fucking money being thrown into this.
let me see.
Toei?
No.
Well, we know if it was Toei, we know for a fact they would throw no money at it.
Yep,
until
zero.
until the second season.
Studio Kai did this Super Cub, Shine Post, so.
That's surprising because Super Cub is basically just a bunch of pictures that kind of move every now and again.
Uma Musume second season.
Yeah, not a whole lot of animation in Super Cub. Still a good show though.
Now then.
Pretty much zero animation in Super Cub.
Yeah, well, I guess this one has.
And again, it didn't really need any animation either, so.
Well,
if they-
it's
if
also.
they- hold on, go ahead.
Let me see. I think another studio's like doing working on this as well with them. So.
Because like if they're also doing like Uma Musume,
Oh my god!
like,
Oh no! Son of a bitch!
Out of bounds.
Oh,
Rip.
what a shame.
Take a do-over.
Nice and slow. Don't worry.
Let's see who wants to lose this game the least.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
we're having issues on our side too, except for Yazi.
I mean, I'm fucking plus 11 and double.
I'm plus
7,
seven.
so.
I'm plus 7, and I'm like messing up at like almost every
For the
turn.
birdie.
This,
That was a good shot.
What the hell?
Up here, maybe.
Too bad it wasn't my first
That
shot.
breaks left.
Exactly.
They also did the Shirabaku movie as well.
Yeah, they did do that.
Oh yeah, but they're definitely good. Definitely like some good talent involved here. So
All right.
yeah, but definitely watch it. I'll share your thoughts. So
Could make a
I
birdie.
mean, I love Kamen Rider W, so this was just like, when it got announced, I was excited, but holy shit, they're actually fucking
breaks
delivering
left.
with it.
yep.
Oh, look at this. We got a fight.
Sweet birdie.
Got it.
So, Hansel, you probably know this,
Nice
but
one.
you notice that the two main characters commented what their last name means.
That breaks left.
No.
Okay, so the main character Shotaro, his last name is Hidari, which means left.
And the other one's last name is
Great
Miki,
work.
right?
I don't think the other guy has a last name, but I just find it funny because
Nice and
he's like the main half of it. So that I find it rather cute.
Well, if we're gonna do the whole left-right thing, then the other guy's name is gonna be Miki because that's right.
Yeah, so I thought, but
You said his name Philip.
Great
Yep.
job.
Yeah,
Philip?
that
Philip.
was a big error.
Philip because he's a because
Looking
of
at
Cave
me.
Dick because he's a
Hold
big
18. It's a par 4.
guy.
So Varnus, was it kaput?
It basically, so he wanted to go to the local pub, but there was another pub in Melbourne, Victoria that has the same name, so he accidentally put it under that.
Oh.
Okay,
You shouldn't get murdered.
okay.
Yeah, no.
Enron,
It was a good fit.
Enron, so I found out what his actual name is. His name is Raito.
On your way.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. It is the left right thing. Then.
Yeah, Raito Sonozaki is Philip's actual real name. I forgot about that. Donnie and Raito.
They just didn't use the Japanese word for right.
I literally said recto.
Right.
Oh, it's been a while since we did
Lecto.
this. Please bring that over here. Oh,
Yeah, like seriously, why the hell have they not brought W over? Because it is so fucking good.
It's the most. It's a very user friendly too, because it's have a comedy and you're like whole like detective noir shit in there. I mean,
It's like wannabe detective noir. Like they make fun of him the entire time about it.
yeah, he's like I'm a hard boiled detective. No, you're half boiled.
As somebody who's currently reading Detective Conan right now.
What the fuck was that shot?
Oh no. Hit the post.
Cool.
What the fuck?
Oh.
This course is just
I
completely
hate this course. This
Yeah,
course
the only
fucking blows.
confusing about Futo PI, it should have been called Kamen Rider W Futo PI, but I guess they just put the Kamen Rider name out for some reason, which is kind of odd. But
Well, it seems like they're focusing more on like the actual characters themselves rather
Nice
than the
job.
whole Kamen Rider aspect of it.
Well, the thing is, the manga itself is called Kamen Rider W Returns. That's the name of the actual the source material for this. So that's why I found it kind of odd with the branding of it. I mean, it still works because they don't skip the Kamen Rider title in there, so, in show, but just one
It's
of the weird,
bad.
odd things.
They probably do it. They probably did to fool the anime owners that don't know what Tokusatsu is, so that they're now watching a Tokusatsu show.
Oh no! The Tokusatsu is profound anime. Look at Garo. Garo's has a number of anime stuff. So
Yeah, but
Yeah,
non-Tokusatsu fans would know this.
true. But it's slowly building up again, especially in the U.S. In America, more Tokusatsu stuff is coming out.
Like I watched the first episode of that show, and they did not do any sort of like tension stuff, at all in that first episode. It was all
Did not.
completely about
All
kind
right.
of.
Yes.
Exactly. This is true. But yeah, definitely watch it. It's a fun show. People are loving it. So
Careful of the game.
Tokusatsu fan and not Tokusatsu fan, because the character stuff in it is fun with the animation. So and Shotaro is quite it's a lovable goof.
Yeah, like luckily the characters pretty much act like they do in W, so it definitely translates over.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
What's
that's
that
gonna be
power?
anime this season. I'm pretty sure.
I've been looking forward to it. It has not disappointed. So at least have one show each season that I look forward to if they're adaptations, so I know what to expect. And so far, it's living up to those expectations.
Careful.
Not sure which show this season is for me yet. Maybe La
Easy
Course
now.
Recall, might be
Sloping up.
Superstar Season 2.
A break to the left.
One of those two, I think.
For me, for fall anime, as much as I'm looking forward to Witch and Mercury, I'm kind of hopefully it will turn out good. But
Birdie chance here.
probably Urusai Yatsura that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably the top.
Slow.
I think that's like a lot of people's
A break to the left.
kind of hope for right now.
Oh shit! Another thing I started.
We sacrificed the JoJo show just for that, right?
Yeah. Another thing I started was I don't know how many people read this manga, but Yofakashi no Uta, the Call of the Night.
Oh, I've been watching it. I've been watching the anime of it.
I've been seeing so much out of that series.
So the manga, I mean, since I read the manga, I know that the source material is suspect as fuck. Like,
Sloping
it is
up.
very suspect, especially given the ages of the characters involved. But man, like the anime, like they completely nailed it. Like all the stuff that they do in the show to kind of like create the whole like spooky, mysterious like nighttime cool atmosphere. Like this show just oozes fucking atmosphere, and it just fucking oozes like for lack of a better word, sex pretty much.
I mean, it looks
manga
like it
is-
takes place in fucking Vegas.
That breaks left.
Yofakashi no Uta? No, it doesn't. It takes place in
Well-
Tokyo.
No, I'm saying it looks
Break left.
kind of like that. Just on the the basic, because I see all this. I see all this neon purple here.
Yeah, because they're playing up
Just
the whole
relax.
neon thing. The neon lights of the city, pretty much at night. That kind of deal. And the music is fantastic. Like everything about the show is amazing.
Yeah.
The animation's amazing too.
I'm probably gonna check it out then. I've been hearing a little bit about the show here and there, so I'll probably check it out.
Because the author of that manga is the same guy.
745.
I think
that might be Varnus.
Anyways, the author of Yofukashi no Uta is the same guy who wrote Dagashi Kashi. So like, the dude likes him some ass and titties, and you know, and it's all over Yofukashi no Uta. It's just that the problematic part of it is that the male, the main character in the show is like, he's like 14 and he's in middle school. So,
So we're going for the Shota route here.
well, I wouldn't say that.
Definitely
like way, it's like older girls and younger boy kind of thing going on.
So it's okay, right?
Well, anime thing. It's kind of creepy. But man, everything else about it, like they completely got that right. That might be like, I don't like it enough more than I do Superstar or of course Recoil. But that show is probably going to be the top of most people's lists, I think, when they.
I do wonder if the director, how much of a fan of Creepy Nuts he is, considering he's using them for all the music in the show.
Creepy Nuts, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like they do the opening, they do the ending, and there's a couple of inserts that I think they composed as well.
Yeah, they do like the main insert song whenever like they're flying around the city.
Yep.
Okay. We just finished up our
and they had an appearance within the show itself.
I did look up who was the composer of the show, and it's somebody that I don't recognize. Like I don't recognize that name at all.
I'm gonna make a turf war room, and we're gonna put this on like something.
I like the presents we do with your Mercury music.
But it kind of like a lot of the music in Yofukashi no Uta is kind of like sort of like lo-fi stuff, you know, the lo-fi hip hop stuff. There's a whole lot of that in that show, and it's just really good. Like it's just
it really fits the visuals.
Yeah, it's a really slick production too. I can't remember. Is it Studio Lurch that's doing that? I remember the studio that was doing it.
I can't remember.
Turf War room is open.
Like it's a studio that it's a studio that I know, but I was also a little bit surprised that they were able to crank something out. Oh, it's Leiden Films. That's who's doing it. It's a studio that we're all familiar with, but like I'm surprised that they were able to put out like this level of quality. Because generally they're doing things like, what do? They did Teiji no Senpai. They did Yamada-kun, the Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches, that show. They did that. I mean, none of these shows are like really spectacular productions that they've worked on in the past, but I don't know, man. They must have bought some other studios and got some other talent or something, because Yofukashi no Uta looks really good.
Hey, consolidation is the name of the game now.
We just talked about Futo PI. That studio has not really done any good production.
What studio is it? Again?
For
Futo PI.
Studio. I just saw it.
I'll just start this.
Studio Neo, I think.
Studio Kai.
Studio Kai, my bad, yeah. Studio Kai.
Let's go!
Well, it's a fairly recent studio too, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty new studio.
I'm listening to this Kenji Kawai soundtrack. It's like, oh man.
I think he's the director of Futo PI is, because so far he's pretty good.
Yosuke Kabashima is the director.
And
he does not have a link on
Anime Disc
Wikipedia, so I don't know who this guy is.
Maybe try on Anime News Network. They usually
That's what I'm
list
checking
all
right
that
now.
stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too.
Let's see.
He's worked on a bunch of stuff, it looks like. But
Mostly episode director and animation director, so not too much
key animation. He's
main director, which is not a bad thing.
A lot of key animation credits.
Well, at least that works out for Futo PI, because the animation is gorgeous. Hey, good on him.
Looks like he worked a lot on Axel World, which is not so great.
That's a pretty shit show.
Yeah, Axel World is horrible.
Yeah, that's a nice 4 out of 10 show right there.
I remember I watched.
You're being generous.
I remember I watched the first season because I heard everyone talking about it, and I was like, "This is ass."
I don't want to be too mad.
Yeah, it's complete. God damn, how far away are these holes? Holy shit.
Seriously,
Pretty far.
what the fuck? You need the chopper for this level.
Hey, we gotta use some of these levels before they're gone.
Yeah, I know,
Go
right?
straight. I can run to the AT field.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Doing the
just
fucking canyon around the Death Star here.
You went too high up.
like it's basically like Battlefield on PS3. You just run for like a football field's worth just to find one person.
See ya! Amazing.
This is not gonna end well for me.
Nice shot.
This isn't gonna end well for anybody.
Fighter for Futu PI, not so much good
Wow.
production credit, but it's based off
Cool.
a pre-existing manga, so that one is not as hard to fuck up.
Sloping up.
A bit more of an original
A
script,
break to
so
the left.
usually that is, but so far the first 3 episodes have been good pacing and everything, so
Just a little more.
I'm just happy they actually played like
Birdie
the
chance
opening
here.
theme from the actual TV series.
they did say that they're gonna use the reuse. I mean, I saw an article about that a few weeks, before it aired, 2 months ago. So I'm good with that. So I expected it. So
That'll show them.
Dude, I was eating dinner while watching, and all of a sudden I heard it was like, "Oh shit!"
but yeah,
I've
the
had
opening music itself is pretty decent too.
I've had the Lycoris Recoil ending stuck in my head for like 4 days now.
It's a good song.
It is a good song.
It is.
Like I looped it on Spotify for 3 hours one day. Just had it on.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Speaking of music, Enron, with your Valhalla vinyl, do you notice like a weird like warble like sound effect?
No, what are you talking about?
Like I noticed like, how do I put it? Kind of sort of like a slight distortion, sort of, as if
Across
somebody's
all
like hitting
the-
a wimp.
Across all the albums?
Watch
I
out.
only listened to the first one and I noticed it.
Careful.
It may just be something wrong with that disc. I don't know. I've not
It's
noticed
kind
anything like that.
It kind of sounds like somebody's like hitting a whammy bar on it or
dear.
some shit like that.
Is it through
Let's
multiple
try that
tracks?
again, please.
No biggie.
Yeah, it's like throughout the whole like thing.
No, I haven't noticed. Like, ask about it in the vinyl Discord. See if anybody else has noticed it. But I've not noticed it. You may have something wrong with your disc. You may need to do
No.
an exchange or something. Because like, man, QC on all of these vinyls that have been coming out lately, especially for video game music, the QC is all over the place. Like,
Although this one's pretty.
I smell you're just not believing. You're not believing your cold
Good
hard enough.
aim.
You gotta
I
give
mean,
more
like,
faith.
the whole vinyl hobby, which has exploded during the pandemic, like everything else has.
Great work.
It's led to a lot of QC problems because the pressing facilities can't keep up with the demand for their services. So like a lot of things have suffered, especially in QC is the thing that's suffered the most.
Yeah.
So
So they're pressed for time.
Boo.
quite literally, yes.
Boo.
No, I was on point.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
A left slide.
Like you can only really notice it like whenever there's like a heavy like synth part. Like if like a background like synthesizer like key like being like pressed, you can kind of hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hard to describe, but like because I notice like there's definitely like the difference if I listen to the vinyl like compared to like what's on Spotify.
Yeah.
And, like all right, there's definitely like a difference here.
Maybe it's the way your turntable's set up.
Maybe
Like,
I mean
Maybe it's the stylus. There's too much pressure or something going on, or maybe the stylus is bouncing. Like I don't know. Like it could be that's strange. Like
Or maybe it might be just better to go back to digital.
I mean, just look at the plate, or let's put plate. Let's look at the album itself, and just see does it have any kind of warping to it at all? Is it straight?
No, it's perfectly straight, but I
Stop
did
now.
notice the turntable does have a bit of a tilt when it like turns.
Does it
Kind of like
wobble?
this. Yeah,
Well, a lot of platters wobble. My platter wobbles on my turntable. That's not necessarily. If it wobbles a certain amount, to where it causes your stylus to do some weird shit. Like maybe,
Could make a birdie.
like maybe that would be it. But I don't know. This sounds like probably a vinyl
Downhill?
defect more than anything else. But I don't know. I would ask in the Discord see if anybody's noticed it on their pressings.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's not scratch or anything, so.
Pretty much everybody in that Discord has that set. I think. Well, not pretty much everybody. Probably a good half of everybody in that core probably has that set. So yeah, I don't know, man. Mine doesn't have it.
I mean, no big deal. It's just like, huh, alright.
Well, no, I mean you can. Who'd you order it from?
It's like Game Freak or some shit like that.
So it's Game Freak.
I have to look at it again, but like it was like the first like Google search thing or whatever. But like it was also the one that what's his face? The guy on Twitter that I linked. It was basically the same link that I showed you like a month or two ago.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would try to. I would just get in contact with them and see if they just tell them what the defect. Think the defect is that yeah, it's kind of weird. Like something's off about the sound. See if they'll exchange it.
Could make a birdie.
And then if the second one that comes in does the same thing, then you know, okay, there's something up with my turntable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have an issue when it comes to like when I play other vinyls on it. So.
Excellent. I say play it backwards to see if there's any satanic verses to come out of it.
No, it's not a Beatles. It's not a Beatles record. Paul is not dead.
The thing that's cool though about the vinyl though is like there were a lot of tracks on here that are actually not on the digital version on Spotify and whatnot. So like all the vocal tracks are like that is like physical media only.
Sounds like a shit time.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of tracks on that set. I don't even know anything about the game because I've never played it. I just
It is really good.
I just know that the music is really good. That's why I bought it. And the set itself is really nice too. Like those the inner album jackets for each album. Like those are fantastic.
I love that. I love the design of the vinyl itself. That like it's all like clear and like different colors and shit like that. Like I love it.
Yep. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a good $120 or whatever it was, well spent.
Yeah.
I paid significantly more for mine because I bought it when it wasn't in between repressings. I won't disclose how much, but I felt what I paid was worth it too. That set and the Utamonogatari set, which is like the vinyl of all the opening and ending songs from the Bakemonogatari franchise, like those two are my two favorite vinyl. Two favorite vinyl sets that I own, I should say. I still think my Megazone 23 vinyl is probably my favorite one that I've got.
Do you want to find a picture frame where I can put the poster that came with it on display?
I can't remember. Is it a fold out, the poster, or is it just like the vinyl?
It's like a cardboard print, basically. Same size as the vinyl.
Okay, so a vinyl size.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody makes one of those. Like those are easy to find.
Oh, the eagle.
You can go to if just your local Michaels and get one.
Uphill maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have like find space in my room to hang it up.
Oh yeah, because I have like 5 or 6 from Michaels that I bought for various album covers that I've never used. I've never actually hung, but I have them. I wish IKEA would bring back their record cover frames, because like man, they used to have the best ones at IKEA. Those used to be the ones that everybody bought to frame album covers with.
For the birdies.
Because they were metal and glass and like $6 each, and then they discontinued them and like people just lost their shit.
This isn't like an album cover. It's like a poster that I threw in mainly just to be like, you know, hey, this comes with the set, but it also has like some words from like the composer.
Yeah,
there.
It's the insert in the box. I have it
yeah.
too. But I just couldn't remember if it was a fold out one or if it was just the album, like the album size one. But yeah, you should be able to find a frame for it pretty easily.
Oh yes, God, the newest chapter of Grand Blue came out today. That fucking still fucking stupid. It's hilarious.
I haven't read it in ages.
Yeah, well, this was so the main character, he gets tickets to a theme park. He brings all his his group of college buddies, they're all dudes, and it's like, let's make a competition, let's go get some girls. None of them get a girl. One of them brings his blow-up doll. The other one brings his mom. The third guy brings the other guy, the pretty boy dressed up as a girl. And the main character brings his little sister because they were that desperate. And the guy that brought the blow-up doll, he is dead serious. Like, this is a girl, so I win.
Sounds like an SNL skit.
Dude, Grand Blue, that is like Animal House, the manga.
Yeah, it really is.
Cool.
Nice one. Nice shot.
With diving as a sub-story.
So how much alcohol is involved in?
A lot of alcohol.
Pretty much everything in the manga and I guess by extension the anime is basically just them drinking and getting drunk and doing stupid shit.
A bunch of frat boys, like a diving club frat boys, and they get more naked than the women do. Although one of the women is a bisexual girl trying to get the other girl laid with the other girl, but it's quite amusing. And very hilarious misunderstandings. Long-running misunderstandings.
Right.
The anime was alright for what it was, but the manga is hilarious.
Cool.
And it has nothing to do with Grand Blue Fantasy either, just by having a similar name.
At this point, nothing has involvement with Grand Blue Fantasy.
There's so much shit with the word blue in it. Like at this point, it's like, alright, blue what?
Gender, Blue Seed,
Blue Orchestra,
Blue Steel,
Blue Period,
Blue's Clues.
the Big Blue House,
The Blue
Blues
Destiny. That was the name of the one, the mobile suit, right? Like the Blue Destiny.
Yeah.
Blue Submarine number 6.
Which I've been recently rewatching, just casually. Granted, I only watched the first episode, so... Shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot that anime's getting a re-release, The Princess and the Pilot. I want to watch that.
It's okay.
It's decent. But... Plus, fighter pilots, aka, more classic style fighters, but still cool.
I know all the fucking AMVs that have been put to it.
It's not that tragic, actually.
That was like sad as fuck.
No, it's a bit bittersweet, but I think you're thinking about the sequel that's based on that's set in the same world. That's a really tragic one. There's like a TV series that's like a sequel set in the same world as it.
At this point, it's kind of like the news. If it doesn't bleed, it shouldn't be leading. Everything's got to be like massively tragic and like fucking depressing as shit now.
That reminds me of a line from fucking Valhalla. Like the owner of a newspaper comes in and he's like, "You can't just have a story about someone getting murdered in the paper. Nobody will read that shit. You gotta tell them that it was a fucking grandmother getting murdered who was taking care of her grandchildren, and that there was 3 of them. She got hit by a bus and thrown. Then they'll fucking read it."
No, what's that line for Anchorman 2? You gotta sensationalize everything. And then she did an interview with Yasser Arafat. They made like a big chase on a normal high-speed chase, like it was like an OJ chase. And they sensationalized that shit. And you hear like a voiceover with Yasser Arafat. It's like, wow, that's a pretty hectic chase.
So here's one like news thing I could probably share. Like it's local, but basically sometime last week, a cement truck was driving up on the highway, and it did it was taking an exit on the highway, but it's I guess it sped up too fast and it flipped on its side. So the emergency crew spent all day trying to get back up on its wheels and out. 3 days ago, the exact same truck landed in the exact same place.
Oh, so it's like the truck. It's like the truck of that version of that ship that keeps crashing into the Suez Canal in Egypt.
Yeah, like cause I drove past it like last week, and so I'm like, oh, truck fell on the side. Oh well. And then 3 days ago, I drove past the same highway, and it happened again. I'm like, I legit said, deja vu.
Damn it! I was so slow.
I was trying to just get that last shot in that I fucked the meter and
I mean, what's it
It
called?
doesn't matter.
Vaughn?
You guys won.
I was gonna say Vaughn. That's what happens when you don't send when a truck doesn't send someone to the isekai world. It gets
Yeah,
stuck.
because I'll link the article in a minute when I'm not driving. But the article, like the headline of the article said, "Deja vu." Because it was just a good thing of like, wow. I would not have been surprised if it was the exact same driver too.
Probably was.
Yeah, the penalties of not isekai someone is getting a truck into an accident by itself.
Yeah.
When are we gonna get a fucking truck isekai into another world?
Well, I mean, there's a vending machine that's been isekai to another world, so why
Yep,
not?
and it's getting an anime too.
Getting a fucking anime, I
Of
know.
course.
Yeah. No, you know what we need? We need Optimus Prime isekai into another world.
That would actually be a pretty good isekai, honestly.
I'd watch it.
I'm pretty sure that there's an episode of the TV show where that happened. Now, they don't die to go to the other world, but
They
like,
get a King Arthur's
That
Court, I
doesn't
think.
mean much in Transformers.
I'm pretty sure there's an episode of Transformers where they do some isekai shit, and I know for sure there's several episodes of GI Joe
Several. Yes.
where they isekai themselves.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember one episode of the original show where I think they, it feels like only like 3 Autobot characters and like maybe a couple of Decepticons. They like flew over to another planet, it was a whole other world, and they had like this weird adventure with the citizens of that world. I guess. Is that the one you're thinking of?
Well, they
maybe?
go different
I don't
alien
know.
worlds all the time in Transformers, but that's about the actual parallel dimension shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of.
The only one I can remember is the one like where they went to King Arthur's Court or whatever. And, like Starscream was like trying to like kill everybody there.
I think
That
that's
is close enough.
That's the one I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm thinking of. Yep.
I mean, that's basically the definition of a isekai right there.
Yeah, so when are we gonna watch Black Knight for a movie night?
Somebody was talking about that was the greatest.
I
That was
brought
the
that
greatest
up
isekai
like last
ever.
year for Isekai, the Black Knight.
Somebody, I posted a screenshot of somebody saying like it's the greatest isekai ever. Let's see here. Okay, I made a room. So for this one, like probably have Boss Johnson, Yazi, and excuse me. I'm probably gonna put Enron in here.
Let me take a picture of this. Hold on one second. Since I don't know how to share screenshots on PS5, because I've never done it.
You're literally every TikTok person.
I was just randomly jumping around my my home area, and I accidentally pushed X too close to a rando person, so they started talking, you know. And look what they said.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Is it the fat guy with the flannel?
No. I mean, they all say like they get some of I'm sure that these lines are all static, and some of them can say the same lines as other people. But
Well, there are Fitz NPCs in there.
let me post this in here.
Oh boy. I mean, yeah, I guess it context in game, but it still sounds really off. Yeah.
you know whoever it was over at Clap Hands that wrote this was like when they were doing it.
Well, it's also using the actual when you get the ball in there as your backdoor.
I know what I play golf. I know what backdoor means, Yossi, but still,
I know.
You know the writer was like just fucking giggling to himself the whole time.
I will give them a little clap hands for it though.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Just a tip. Just a tip.
Enron, could you join this room?
Yeah, sorry.
Get your ball in the back door.
Go back home.
Dig deep.
Rip it and rip it.
What's that saying? Liquor in the front, poker in the rear.
Party in the rear.
Oh, poker in the rear also.
Well, there's poker in the rear too, but like the one that's mostly used is liquor in front.
Okay.
Liquor in
start
front.
the room.
I don't. Whoever's
in the
got like got control of that room, yeah.
Yep. All right.
So
Yeah.
for this
One
one,
of
it'll
the
be Mal and highest metal.
All right.
I'm just kind of wondering where I'm gonna be at the end of like.
So it's safe to say that Digimon Survive is probably the darkest thing in the whole entire Digimon franchise, which is saying something, but
I don't know shit about Digimon, so
Oh, Digimon Survive is an old game. It's mostly visual novel with some RPG elements, but
that's what just came out, right? That
popped
everybody on Twitter
Yeah.
is playing.
yes.
If it's not Xenoblade Chronicles, it's probably that.
It actually sold pretty decently too. from what I
Man,
saw.
all these motherfuckers posting their screenshots and shit from Xenoblade Chronicles. It's so I'm like,
Play the game, and then you
hard-
won't
it's
have a
hard to
problem.
avoid spoilers.
No, it's a super long game. I doubt he has time for it.
I'm
I
definitely
mean,
gonna
you
have-
also been like talking to like recruiters too, so that's probably
No, it's in about a week. I'm gonna have like no time to play shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's got less time to even now. So yeah.
Yeah, looking for a job was took up a lot of time, and then
Yeah, that's
now
what I
that
fig-
Starting
that's
the
what I
job is
figured.
gonna take even more of my time up.
Yep, and the last thing you want is to get a heavy, long-hour JRPG with lots of walking and lots of exploring.
I mean, I'll probably start it eventually, but just trying to
And then-
avoid all the
and then play-
spoilers to this game.
and then
I'm just
play
like,
five 5 hours and never go back to it.
Well, I'll go back to it, in a year.
Oh, he's played Xenoblade 2, but the thing is, it's got like less bullshit than some of the mechanics of Xenoblade 2 at least. So.
Shit. Oh my god. I gotta open my window.
Oh, gacha bullshit. So there's
Hole
that.
one.
Everybody complains
It's a
about the
par
mechanics of
four.
Xenoblade 2. I think they're fine. Sure, it could be simpler, but you know what? It's not that. It's not nearly as complicated as people are letting on.
Oh no, the gacha system still sucks. Though.
Oh, the gacha sucks. Gacha always sucks.
Add all those side quests for the blades, like that.
Yeah. Okay, but that's
But,
that's not what
but they're
people
not
complain about.
they're not
People
important to the
Peop-
to the game.
People bitch and moan about the battle system in that game more than anything. And every
Follow
time,
the bells.
every time I read it, the combos or
You're up,
whatever,
Dollar.
what do you want to call it?
Yeah,
Every
I know.
time
If
I
I get
read
timed
them-
out, I don't care.
Every time I read them, I'm like, really, guys? It's not nearly as hard as you guys are. You guys are acting like it's goddamn rocket science.
No, it's definitely got some annoying aspect. It's still playable. I enjoyed it, but it's definitely, it definitely fixed. But I think
not-
Xenoblade 3 did improved on it.
I'm not coming after you for saying this, Yazzie. I'm just saying, like, people in general.
People just need to get
That's
good.
the
So
biggest
good.
criticism
Need
of
to
the game.
figure out.
I'm just like, people are making this into a much bigger deal than it really should be.
People
If
bitch
I-
about Xenoblade 2 more than they need to too as well. So people like really have it out against Xenoblade 2 for some reason. So
Well, there was that famous what is it? Was it Resetta era or was it NeoGAF?
It was probably if it was 20. It was definitely Resetera.
Okay. Well, there was that meltdown on Blushy Crushy.
Nice shot.
You don't remember that?
Meltdown on what?
There was a meltdown over the Blushy Crushy lines, and like
oh, yeah,
in
the
Zelda.
localization. That's
No.
still-
Most of the meltdowns on Resetera over Xenoblade Chronicles 2 were due to the character designs and how over-sexualized they were and all this other stuff. That
So you
was the
don't.
big-
So you don't remember that meltdown about Blushy Crushy?
It was a very minor meltdown on that site
Amazing.
compared to the complaining about the character designs because GAF lost their shit about the character designs for Xenoblade Chronicles X because I think there was one character in that game that was like 12 or 13 and she had like massive tits and like a very skimpy outfit that they had to like cover her up in the North American version for. And they made a big stink about that game, about that. Not the censoring, but like the fact that character design was the way it was in the first place. And then once they got a hold of Pyra and Mithra in Xenoblade Chronicle 2, like all those
This
voices
is just
got
not my day today.
even louder.
I mean, I guess they forgot that they were skipping out all these outfits that have been in all the Xeno games.
Well, that's not the point. What the point was is that they
I'm
were.
seeing that deja vu article right now, Vernus.
The point is that they're complaining about the sexualization of the characters in general. Like, like why is it still a thing? It's just. And I kind of understand it, but Resetera got really mad about it. Like, really mad about it. And people,
But Resetera is so mad about anything now.
they are. You're right. Resetera is a very edgy place.
Keep in mind also, like a lot of those people from Resetera era probably were carried over from like NeoGAF.
No,
So
well, that's the entire site was carried over from NeoGAF. So yeah.
basically. So it's like nothing changed.
It was basically all the non-sexist, non-racist people from NeoGAF went to Resetera, but they just stayed angry and got even angrier, and it just got to be complete misery. Trying to read her. I can only post that much there anymore because like I just
Careful
so
of your
put off by what the site's turned into. it's performative outrage after performative outrage after performative outrage.
Well, people got to be angry about something.
Or rumor.
Or they feel they got to be angry about something.
Good
Otherwise-
They don't. Resetera doesn't really room longer. They just get mad about everything, like really mad about everything.
I'll say you're also mad about supposed rumors too.
I guess.
But which goes into that angry. You have to get.
It's just everybody's just super angry.
The thing is about it, like a lot of the
Nice
so-called
approach.
like people
Birdie
who
chance
used to
here.
have like rumors or access all of that, a lot of those people don't even post anymore.
Sloping up.
There's a few, but like you kind of have to really dig for those people.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of the what we used to call NeoGaf celebrity posters, a lot of those people
Good birdie.
have been run off of
Sloping
Resetera,
up.
honestly, because what happened to Resetera is that they changed the moderation team. This is before they sold the site, but because like most of the moderators at first who brought the site over from GAF were really well-known GAF posters. And some of them were former mods as well.
That's hard.
But then after at some
enough.
point, probably about a year or two into the board, the guy who owns the board, Cerium,
Careful.
just kicked everybody out. All those original
Easy
mods
now.
kicked everybody out and just brought in like his own buddies
If
basically
you go out, I'm not letting you back in.
to mod the forum. And that's when things got really bad. Where it just seemed like everybody was outraged for everything. They would ban for the stupidest, silliest things. And that's where a lot of like original, like OG NeoGaf posters that went to
Hold it
Resetera
too.
just stopped
It's a par
going.
3.
Like I don't know many people that still post there in all the communities that I'm in. Like most of us pretty much just joke about Resetera now, and nobody actually posts there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the people who are on like on Resetera era, a lot of them have like formed their own like private communities in Discord from like. Resetera.
Yeah, that's exactly why we don't nobody posts anymore, is because all the communities from old NeoGaf that stayed together all stay together on Discord.
Good work.
It's like my baseball Discord that I'm a mod in, that's the MLB GAF community from 10 years ago. You know,
Yeah, my
the
friend's
NF
been trying to get me into the Resetera era PlayStation Discord, and the thing that's keeping me going is the fact that I don't have a reset era. I'm just calling it fucking reset era. I'm so sick and tired of like using it and calling it as
Reset
one
era?
fucking word.
Nice
Like
shot.
fuck that shit. Like I can't fucking stand it.
I'm used to saying it that way, so I just keep saying it that way. But reset era works too, you know, whatever.
But my
just-
point is being I don't have an account there, and that's what's keeping me out of the Discord. And I basically
have-
just say like I'm not signing up for a reset era. Like,
Do you
man,
have
like,
to have
just-
an account on the forum to get in the PS5 Discord?
Well, it's the PlayStation Discord that
PlayStation
they
ERA,
have,
yeah, PlayStation
and
ERA.
that's their stipulation. And
Really?
my friend, yeah, well, at least according to him. But I just don't care enough to do it. So.
I wouldn't do it if I were you, because those like the platform specific Discords, these platform specific communities have long been the worst communities on both NeoGaf and Resetera.
So good.
Like the PC era Discord, for instance, is infamous in how shitty it is. Like they have people doxing each other in that
Could make a
Discord. People get
birdie.
run out of Discord all the time. I actually know somebody who got
Uphill,
doxed
maybe?
and run off the Discord.
Yeah, I've seen people dox on Discord too.
Yeah, so like it's it's not worth it. Like the Xbox era Discord, the Sony era Discord, and the PC era Discord, I would not. Those are the communities that I would not want to be a part of.
Mm-hmm. Shit, I avoid most of these communities in general. This is the only Discord I ever participated in, so.
Yeah, the only ERA Discords that I'm
Just relax.
really active in these days is the
Slow it down.
MLB Discord, the NFL Discord, and the old Anime Gaff Discord. And
So you have the
all
MLB.
Hmm?
You have the MLB Discord so you can get all your Mets rays.
You on my what?
Uphill
The Mets
maybe?
rays.
A break
Mets?
to the
Oh
right.
no, Ray Mets. You mean the Ray Mets thing? No, I'm the one who put it in the MLB Discord.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, pre-orders are up for the Hideki Takatenjin art book, so
Damn it!
Oh,
I'll
Need to buy
post
that.
it in Discord. Yep.
could make a birdie.
Did I have
I
Dolly,
mean,
which makes better art?
I retweeted it
Sloping
to
up.
everybody, so
A break
Yep,
to the
the
left.
Amazon pre-order just went up, so.
that's been up. I thought. Because
Uh,
the day I clicked on the link on Twitter, there was you could pre-order it because there's a pre-order button. So
Oh, you're right. Okay, yeah. I just Udon just put it up again, so I just still pretty cool. I'll probably buy it.
It's cool that we can buy that now. You can actually like buy Macross books now.
Domestically,
America.
you can buy
Domestically,
that.
yeah.
Up.
Mhm.
A break to the
Oh,
left.
so Yossi, what is the slander I see against Power Wash Simulator?
Slander against it?
The Hank Hill.
Oh no! It's not slander. It's like this is the kind of good fashion game you would like. That's not slander. That's
not
actually a
good.
game
Just
that actually
relax.
fit
Looking great.
matches Hank Hill. The honest type of guy he is. So that's not slander.
It is a great fucking game, and I will vouch for it.
No, I see Show play. I have nothing wrong with the game. I just find it funny because that's
What
the type of
a
thing
bird.
Hank Hill will enjoy doing too. So
I watched Show play it for like an hour, and I don't know why.
'Cause it's
just-
entertaining
it's
as
amusing.
fuck.
That's
You
probably
sit down-
that's probably.
It's a
oh, go
par
ahead, sorry.
5.
You sit down and you start playing, and you think, all right, like, yeah, I'll spray, I'll do a little quick cleaning here, and then all of a sudden you look at the clock and 5 hours have gone by.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was about to say. I imagine that's much of what the playing experience is probably like too.
Amazing.
yep,
You
find
sit there,
every
you start doing it,
corner.
and you realize you just spent 3 hours watching it or doing it, playing it, and you don't really know why. Like, why did I sit here for 3 hours and do this?
Because
Yeah,
you
you can-
can't because you can't feel like a decent human being in real life.
And then the second time you play it, you probably boot it up and you're like, okay, why did I just waste 2 hours of this?
I've noticed like a lot of people like those games, and I've noticed like all these jobs.
Well, because like the
games.
stuff like
Amazing.
power washing things is satisfying, right? Like there's an odd sense of satisfaction you get when
There's
you
really no downside to it. You're not feeling like shit. You're not doing anything like offensive either, or it's just it's such a simple game. You can technically turn your brain off.
Well, it's just very satisfying to sit there and see how much of that grime will come off. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's a strange feeling that the game capitalizes on, and I think that's why you get sucked
It
into
is
it.
made to satisfy people's
There she
OCD itches.
I guess so, yeah.
I just can't wait for the new maps to come out soon.
4.
Oh.
Yeah, we get the continuation of the campaign.
So when are we gonna
Campaign.
have?
Oh yeah, there's an actual story with
I
it.
know there is. That's why I'm laughing. Because we watched. Like I said, I watched Show play that game for like an hour, 2
What did I do
hours.
about it?
Yeah, Boss Johnson played with him too.
That's right, boss. You were playing it with him when I was watching. Forgot about
Yeah,
that.
we were playing together.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty fun. It was like, so where the fuck am I missing it? It's like, oh, that spot. Right there in the corner. You can't see for the fucking eye.
Because I remember boss was like standing on a windowsill or whatever, and it looked like he was like floating in midair on the shed in that backyard.
Nice shot.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, there's a full-on story and everything, and it's gonna have free updates, releasing new content and all that.
You can either power wash the Mars rover on Mars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, me and Joe did that.
Yeah, you guys did.
The
Yeah.
power wash the Mars rover on Mars.
Yes.
Now then.
Okay, I just
And then
wanted to
we
be
ran
sure.
into, like, there's a secret door, and I'm like, what the fuck is it talking about? It's like, oh, this is a separate thing away from the rover.
Yeah, pretty much like a bunker.
Well, that's
I just wanted to be
if you,
sure I heard that, because like if you said the moon, that would have been more difficult to believe.
Well,
Those
I guess spoiler alert. Later on in the campaign, you do power wash a UFO.
So basically, you're fighting aliens.
Actually, no, the aliens are there to save you
Oh,
because a volcano is erupting and it is
Yellowstone.
like supposed. No, it's like it's like some random volcano. They decide, hey, we're gonna build a city around, and apparently this
you
won't.
have to power wash all the volcanic ash off of it.
That's literally the whole plot line of the whole fucking game. Is you're cleaning off all the volcanic ash. But towards the end of the game, the volcano starts erupting, and it's apparently connected to the entirety of the Ring of Fire, setting all those volcanoes off. So you have to help the UFOs to basically go back in time
Oh my god.
and somehow prevent the eruption, because the eruption was being caused by a mad scientist mining some rare ore underneath the volcano.
Power washing saves the world.
Oh man, I thought
It's
this was
really
a
weird.
little bit more. I thought because it was, I thought the final boss fight because you have to whitewash the aliens.
No, the final boss is you have to clearly power wash. The final boss is you really have to power wash an ancient temple dedicated to you, that the aliens went back in time and built about you because you helped them, and somehow it's gonna help you stop the volcanic eruption. It's weird as fuck.
Game of the year material right here, boys.
So when are they gonna make HBO series based on this or Amazon?
I don't know, but they should.
I mean, wouldn't that just be American Restoration?
Probably.
Oh, no! It's gonna be on HGTV.
It'll be HGTV's first fiction series.
What happens after a volcano erupts? You have to power wash everything.
Probably the History Channel? I don't know. Those aliens all along.
Yeah, on TLC.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I would actually enjoy Power Simulator because I enjoyed cleaning up all the muck in Mario Sunshine.
Oh, you would love it. You would love it.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate doing things like that, but I think this is just a game beyond me, it might be just like something I'm just never going to be interested in because it's like a menial task that I just I do because I have to, and I don't get any satisfaction like doing it.
It's a great game if you want to like put on like music or listen to a podcast, like doing shit like that.
That's something you just play your brain off and just do your
I already have like a bunch of other games left.
Watching all that like just like power watching stuff, it's satisfying to watch all that stuff come off, you know. But it's kind of like I feel like it wouldn't be satisfying if it were any harder than it is. Because like power washer, you just get power washer, you hook it up, you know, and you just sit there and just follow along, and it does all the work for you. Because I'll have friends, like some car friends of mine, that are like, they love watching their own cars because it's satisfying. I'm like, no, the fuck it isn't. It sucks watching your own car because my back hurts, my knees and my ankles hurt when I get done.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Not to mention, depending on how cold or hot it is outside.
That's why I pay people to do it. Thankfully, my car is very small, so it does not take nearly as long to wash as previous cars have been.
Come on, Enron.
Except for the times it turns into a lake and you're back in
Which I fixed. Thank you very much.
Okay,
so man, don't you want to walk?
Because I'm the best handyman ever. I fucking figure that shit out.
Enron, you don't want to power wash a Yukon vehicle?
A what?
You mean a Yukon?
Why would I
land battleships?
Power wash, huh?
No.
I don't get the joke here. Like, why does it have to be a Yukon vehicle? Like, you know,
those are the ones I think of, those big ass vans and everything.
What?
Yukons are mostly SUVs.
Oh, Yukon, like Y-U-K-O-N, Yukon.
Yes.
Dude, when you said Yukon, when you're talking to a sports fan, you say Yukon, they immediately think of University of Connecticut.
Oh, my bad. I meant the car.
No, yeah. I was like, where is he going with this? This doesn't make any sense. What the fuck? No. GMC Yukons are way too big. I would not have.
That's what I'm saying. That's a joke. You don't want to power wash a GMC Yukon?
Well, power washing is different because that's easy. You just point at the thing and spray. But when you're sitting there, have to elbow grease that shit with your sponge in your bucket full of suds. No, thank you, sir.
Holy shit!
Are you? That's good.
Yeah. My dad's helped me out with that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, congratulations, because I remember you were complaining about your current car and how it's like, you know, on death's door.
Like, the tires were not looking good.
It's shitty fucking, you know, manual transmission cars I just don't want to drive anymore. And that, honestly, it feels like it's about to break apart at any moment.
Still, man, good to hear it's working out.
Yeah,
you might want to aim a little. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I might have fucked it up anyway, so yeah.
Fuck no, it ain't gonna be a Ute.
Or is it or a Holden Commodore?
Yeah, I was gonna say you might want to aim a little bit more to the right there.
MG DS something. I think it's like an Excite, but it's a British model.
I didn't realize that MG like still sold cars anywhere.
It's apparently a very cheap brand down here. So it's a 2022 model that only costs around like 22 grand Australian, by the way. Which is
it might be one of those like very domestic cars over there. So.
Well, these days 22 grand in US dollars is cheap too. So
yeah,
that's enough for like a Corolla. Well, at least a couple of years ago it was, but.
Not only that, but again, it's a compact SUV, so it's actually bigger on the inside for customers, you know, be comfortable in, and also
nice shot.
It's 2022 model. so it's very recent. I will not have to replace that thing for at least another 10 years.
Yep. Good on you, man.
On the green.
Yeah.
Now then.
Careful,
Oh shit.
Oh, this sucks.
because you're right behind
The only
the rock.
The only thing that sucks about it is that the indicators and the wipers are on the opposite.
So for opposite to Australia, that means
Yeah.
standard for a US one.
No. Because on what side is the indicator on for you guys?
The left-hand side.
As of
Okay,
today,
so it is standard. Guys. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. So yeah, it would just be like driving an American
Wait,
car.
no. I'm sorry. I take that back. God, where's the turn signal?
It is on the left.
On the left side.
Yeah. It is on the left. It is on the left. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it is basically driving. I'll basically be driving an American car with this thing.
Yeah,
I wish
because if on the right side, it'll be on the right
All
side.
right.
I wish you guys could have seen me because I literally had my hands out in front of me like I was holding the
I literally just,
No.
again. Yeah, the wipers are on the right hand side.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not
I
a
literally
mess.
just mimicked it.
Now then.
You're trying to stimulate your muscle memory and be like, which
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, because the number of times I've got to visit Pakistan, I have to remind myself that everything's on the right side of the car, including the handles and everything. So
Yeah.
I believe which is the same for Australia too. So compared to
I was going to say even for
Yeah.
cars that are right-hand drive, like the signal, the indicators are still on the left-hand side of the wheel.
really, I thought it was the other way around. Huh.
No.
So like the car I'm driving right now, at this very moment, the turn signal is on the right hand side, and the wipers are on the left hand.
Mm-hmm.
Even
That's
though,
my experience.
yeah.
I don't think that's
Great save. Good approach.
I don't think that's a thing. Like I don't think
relax.
it's like all cars in the United States have this on the left-hand side. I think it probably
Sloping
varies
down.
by
That
car
breaks
manufacturer, maybe, but like most
Yeah,
of
yeah,
them,
yeah.
the vast majority of them put it on the left-hand side.
Oh,
Very,
did I
very
know
late car
that?
manufacturer, because the one that I'm getting is British model, so
Go.
not Australian.
Fuck you, game. Fuck you.
I was gonna say,
For the
most
birdie.
British cars should be on the right side as
they
well.
should flatten these greens, right?
Uphill maybe.
Yes. Completely
Yeah,
flat.
I want to say British also like basically on that side of the pond they also have everything's on the right hand side as well. Very weird.
Yeah, the only Australian cars that I know are the Utes and the Holden Commodore.
Oh, God, give me some. Fucking goddamn, every person in town has a goddamn
Just relax.
Yo, hey, look at them.
You can do this. Sloping down.
I just
break
hate
to the
the
left.
Ute as a vehicle. It's just it reminds me of where I grew up and I fucking hate it.
Oh,
Adding
come
on a dingo.
on!
Sloping up.
By the way, this is
Break
probably
to
going
the
to be my
right.
last course because my body is slowly reminding me that I've been up since 5 a.m.
Yeah,
Great work.
it's already after 11, so
Why the hell did you get up at 5 in the morning?
because you had to go to work.
I'm just kind of like, because of my last job, I'm kind of just used to getting up that early at this point.
Sloping
And he
up.
also didn't take a nap before like we went live, so
I mean, what time do you normally have to roll into the office by?
I actually don't have to be there till 8:30, and it takes me like 15-20 minutes to get to the office.
But
It's just go ahead.
what was it before though? Like, why were you getting up so early before your last?
Oh, I used to, like, it depended on what department I worked in, but I used to like go in at like 6.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Shit. I am not a morning
High
person,
five.
man. It's hard.
Oh,
I get up
Me neither.
Day.
I'm definitely not a morning person. I would quit that job so fast. Holy shit!
Yeah. It's part of the reason why I quit in the first place.
Yeah. Holy crap!
My job's like 5 minutes away from me drive-wise, and
never mind
I
the
wake
fact
up,
that they had you work like weekend shifts.
Yeah, that also
Amazing.
sucks.
That's what special product that still did not help.
Yeah, that definitely sucks.
Wow, I mean.
Well, I just remember the last time you were working like overtime on the weekend, like they couldn't get you were doing your stuff completely by the book, and they still couldn't get their shit together.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
At
didn't
least
help.
he still got paid, so.
I'm used to weekend work. I've pretty much been doing weekend work my entire 2/3 of my career. Having to do work on weekends, I'm used to it. It's just the getting up at like having to like start on things at like 6 in the morning. Like no thank you.
That
Yeah.
was my last job. Like, was it 2019? I had to go in because we were like understaffed and everything, and they said, yeah, you can come in during the weekends to do overtime. I had to get up at like 6:30 on Saturday mornings and everything, and get there by 7. And I mean, I worked for like about like 4-hour shifts, and they're still miserable. Saturdays, it's like the day I sleep in all the time, but.
Yeah, I like at this point, I'm just conditioned to wake up at 5 no matter what.
Oh. You should break that habit.
Maybe I will. We'll see.
Watch out!
You can't just break it in one day. It does take time.
If I had to be in the office at 8:30 in the morning, I would probably wake up around 7.
Well, I mean, it's also kind of easy to mess up your sleeping habit by if you keep staying up and
Holy
everything.
shit,
to
this
ruin
guy
that,
has Spice and Wolf on his thing.
What?
It's gonna. Oh, I was reading something that somebody was tweeting, the like Legal Eagle, the
Yeah, he had a bunch of stuff in there too. Some Spice and Wolf. I think he had Trigun as well, and some other.
Trigun,
manga.
Edsman. I'm just kind of like, what kind of anime is this guy watching?
Nice
He has Spice
shot.
and Wolf, which is kind of the funny
Oh,
thing.
great.
It's like professional legal advice man
Careful
has
of the
Trigun
gate.
and Spice and Wolf and Vampire Hunter D on his shelf. Alongside, in the same shot, he has Lord of the Rings too. It's
This
like
was
kind
like
of,
literal stuff, on that. So.
it's kind of like one of those like juxtaposition. Damn it, cat. What's wrong? Oh, it's Fight Club night tonight.
Holy shit.
Yeah, getting up there is kind of a pain.
Not just that, my buddy is still waiting at the fucking hospital when he was admitted at 5 o'clock.
Oh damn, that's not that surprising.
He's all right.
Yeah, he fell down and he basically sprained his arm and got a couple of scratches, but the main cause for concern is he's a diabetic, so even the slightest cut could be an issue.
Fair enough. Especially these days, you
Downhill?
gotta be extra careful.
Yeah, that sounds like a low priority case, which means he's gonna be stuck at the hospital for a while.
Well, especially depending on the hospital. We're still getting sick nowadays, so even the hospital can be a miserable stay.
It's all good.
But, I mean, they already did x-rays, it's just he's been waiting there for like
Sloping up.
almost like 6
A bit
hours
to the
now.
left.
Yeah,
Yep.
when I was last time I was in the hospital was when I guess it's summer of 2018. It was July 4th, summer of 2018, when my like chest was feeling tight and shit, and I took myself to the ER. I was in a fucking like private room in the ER for like 7 fucking hours all told.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just like even just the checking me out part, like they take your blood like 2 or 3 times to make sure that you don't have any of those enzymes in your blood that
Great
indicate
work.
heart attack or whatever.
Oh,
And they took some
Butterbur.
chest X-rays, and they were like, "No, I don't. It's just stress. You're totally fine." And it took them a good.
Break to the right.
I guess from the last time they drew blood, I sat in there for like 4 hours, and they released me out of there at like 2 in the morning, and I'd gone in there at like.
Oof.
Easy.
Apparently they haven't even cleaned his wounds yet either.
Yep. That sounds about right, given the state of some hospitals, especially in emergency rooms,
Part
where
6.
they're also
It's a part
understaffed too.
Yeah, ERs for sure. And on a Friday, on top of that.
Yeah, when I had colitis last year, I didn't know what it was colitis then. I went at 6:30 p.m. I did not get home till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And involving tests and everything. I'll just sitting there waiting for someone to come even give me results and everything.
Well done. Nice one.
Painful.
Excellent.
Not painful, long ass day, but life was painful.
No.
Am I still winning?
Oh, show's online. Playing Tetris. Good shit.
Oh.
It's probably gonna go to Dark Souls 2. So
Might do that on Saturday too.
Y'all still playing all those games? Holy shit!
Oh,
still got 2 more.
he's playing with Yup, so I'm not a fan of Dark Souls 2. I'm skipping that one.
He kind of learned that very quickly. He's like, man, nobody likes this video game.
Nice shot.
He's still got like that game to go through, and the last one is Dark Souls 3, I think.
and then
I'm
he'll be
debating
pretty
on
much
actually
done.
join that, but
That's no
him and you'll probably handle it too, so be easier for 2 people.
How will I fuck this up?
Yep, I got my Sneak on the Battle Line pre-ordered, so and it'll automatically download when it comes out next week. So
Well done.
nice shot.
Nice hit.
Nice shot.
This course.
I'll flash you up.
I wish I could channel my inner boondocks and just throw bricks at this guy.
Careful of the gauge. Stop now!
Okay.
A flyer! Watch that power gauge.
God, I'm hungry now.
I kind of am too.
I had like a whole can of like beef stew.
Yeah, these cans aren't that big though.
Huh?
Well, wait. How big was a can? Because like when I think of cans of Dinty Moore beef stew, I remember the little cans that we used to get when I was a kid. But you may have gotten into a full size can.
Yeah.
Stop now!
Well, still, even then, it's not a hell of a lot of.
Careful of the gauge.
16 ounces, I think.
motherfucker.
Yeah, but I also had bread with it too. So.
Now I'm gonna be
Just
hungry. You guys are talking about fucking food again.
I mean, I literally.
I ate before coming in. It was a heavy meal, so I'm good.
I mean, I ate like a big, huge piece of chicken and 3 sides with it to go along with it, and now I'm getting kind of hungry again. Fuck.
And with you working, you can be do all that and not feel guilty about buying food again.
I never felt guilty about spending money on eating out.
Very, very clearly.
Spending money on eating out is like my default, because I just hate to cook.
I mean, that's fair too. I hate cooking too. That's why I have all these pressure cookers and things like that. It's like it's simple.
Yep.
I'll be up with the organic apples. It's good stuff.
Is there such a thing as inorganic?
Good approach.
Yeah, the things that aren't certified organic. I guess you could say.
Yeah, or just allow extra preservatives and pesticides.
I was just wondering, is there such
Metal
a thing as
apple.
like a metal apple?
No. What you should be asking is there alternate honey and all natural honey?
It's like the difference
Good
between
approach.
the headache medicines
For
of
the
like
birdie.
strength and extra strength and maximum strength.
Downhill.
Get in the hole ball.
Brakes to the right.
Find out what will kill me and then back it off a little bit.
And what's that Dave Chappelle skit? Killing us softly.
A birdie.
I need a shitload of watermelon. Every week I go to Whole Foods and buy like a
Giant watermelon.
Careful.
big. No, I get the cut watermelon because I don't have enough space to cut watermelon.
Downhill.
Go for seed or seedless?
Brake to the right.
Well, all the ones that they cut up are air quotes seedless, but they all still have like the very tiny seeds in them. that you can
Those
eat.
tiny white seeds?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
And those are basically just like
that'll do.
stubborn seeds.
That'll
in
show
there.
Pretty much
Abortion seeds?
aborted
Like,
seeds.
It's all good.
That's not.
Oh, that means you cannot eat them in Texas, huh?
That's not referred to me.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
But no, I've been buying a shit. out of, like,
Watermelon, I mean.
the little $10 half bowl of cut watermelon.
Okay.
It's also still the summer, too. I mean, watermelon's meant to be enjoyed in the summer.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
speaking
yeah.
of food, I've
47.
pretty much
It's a
replaced my whole
party.
daytime diet with coffee.
Ugh.
What, Poppy?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Oh, I just said Poppy. I'm like, what are you snorting, man?
Oh,
Look,
so you kind
I-
of like a Blizzard employee at that point.
Actually, basically, I just thought, you know what?
Amazing.
This week
Nice
I'm gonna
shot.
try
Fuck you,
some
game.
coffee. And now I've had like 3 or 4 beers a day now, and that's all I've had today.
Nice
I
shot.
can't drink. I mean, I'm not a big fan of coffee, anyways. But like,
I don't drink coffee. The only time I've had coffee in my life when my mom literally shoved coffee down my
I will
throat when I was
only-
taking ACTs.
I only drink coffee on a very, very cold day.
Drink coffee every morning.
Nice shot.
I'm not a big fan of it. But like,
That we're in the last couple of weeks of winter down here.
when you drink, when you drink it though, when you drink that much coffee, Vars, does it not just run straight through you, and you just have to like go fucking sit in the toilet for
That is the reason why I drink it.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Because I don't want to be out driving Uber and then all of a sudden having to take a shit. I basically want to drink coffee, take a shit immediately, and then not have to worry about that for at least another few hours.
Unless you drink more coffee, then you're gonna be like, uh-oh. When you're driving around in the car.
Then I just don't drink again until I go back home.
So good.
Okay.
Nice shot.
Yeah, like every other time that I've drank a lot of coffee, like more than 2 cups of coffee, like it's made.
Fuck you, game.
30 minutes later.
That is all of us right now.
Yep.
Well, it's a diuretic. It's gonna do that.
Nice shot.
Yep.
Well,
That is the reason why I've done it, because
caffeine is a diuretic, but no other caffeine products make you do
When
that.
it's also coffee beans. Beans tend to do that in general. But...
Well, like I said, they have caffeine in them. Caffeine is a compound that's a diuretic. Yeah.
What was that expensive coffee that like got that's like made by like the Thailand cat or something?
Oh, the one that the marmoset or whatever shits out of its ass. You have to like pick the beans up and then brew it. It
eats coffee berries and then shits it out because it ferments it in its stomach.
Oh, that's gross.
Apparently, it tastes really good. Apparently,
civet? Maybe is that what it is? The civet that does that? I think it's a civet. That does that.
I want to know who first discovered that. Like,
I don't want to know who first discovered it.
who was the one that went? Oh, look, this animal just shit out these beans. Let me fucking make coffee out of it. Oh, look, it tastes good.
Good
Nope.
approach.
Yeah,
Probably.
it's the civet.
Probably someone who's on a desert island and have absolutely nothing to eat or drink.
It's the civet that does that. And do you know where it is that they do that they do this?
Where?
Indonesia. Indonesia.
Of fucking course it was Indonesia. God damn it.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Why am I
That's
not
racist.
You're offended for other people.
No, I'm offended for my people.
No. I
Right.
know because I basically hang out with Indians.
I'm just kidding. I was just kidding. You don't have to explain yourself. It's fine.
Yeah, the civet cat.
Yeah, it's the
Uphill
Kopi
maybe?
Luwak. When I first saw that, when I
breaks
first saw the
left.
word Kopi, I was like, oh god, this is Indonesians that do this? Because that's the Indonesian word for coffee. Kopi.
God damn it.
I'll have to ask my mom about this.
Damn it, I missed it.
What's it
again.
called?
hate this game.
I don't drink any tea. My whole Pakistan Indian people are obsessed with tea, aka chai. That's what they like to call tea.
As I
Yeah.
sit my
Sloping
cup of
up.
tea right now.
The only
Break
tea I
the
care
light.
about is black, and it's cold. It has, it has sugar in it.
Pakistan Indian tea, they put a shitload of cream in there and sugar.
Well, you got to, right? Like cream and 37 sugars.
I don't.
Oh,
At that point, you just have like a milkshake, essentially. So, a coffee flavored milkshake.
I'm surprised Yazzie didn't get that reference.
Sloping up. Brakes to the right.
I don't know too much about outside types of teas, so
I was
I'll
making
make teas
a,
out myself.
I was making a coffee joke.
You're talking to the wrong guy. I don't drink coffee, so.
Oh, you don't remember that from Justice League? It's like when they arrested the Flash and they asked him, "How do you take your coffee?"
No more
Cream
messing
and
about.
37
Slow
sugars.
me hard on you.
Really?
That sounds about right. I have to remember that one.
Drinking no tea right now.
I've been obsessed with Travel Tasty, where they cook like all these seafood lobsters.
Yeah, speaking of the Flash.
Now that to me is very satisfying when I see like all these crustaceans get like cut up and beat the shit out of.
Sloping
I
up.
don't
Alright.
I don't
Brakes
know
to the
why.
right.
I just like seeing a crustacean's like shell get torn apart.
Okay, animal abuse man.
You like Earth Defense Force, huh?
Oh, cheer up.
I don't even like eating them. I just like the way how they cook them.
Serial killer Dullo Rant.
I know. For real.
Hold 8. It's par 4.
You can just rewatch that video where
1, 2.
Jeremy Clarkson and Gordon Ramsay are hanging out cooking lobsters.
Oh, I hate Gordon Ramsay. So you couldn't ask me. You couldn't pay me to watch anything he
Well
does.
done.
Great shot. Nice shot.
He's actually not a jerk in this video. This isn't one of the things where he's like trying to be an asshole to be entertaining. Like he's just kind of like palling around with.
Usually Jeremy Clarkson is the asshole in most of these scenarios.
Yeah, actually, honestly, neither one of them are very asshole in this video.
I'm
There's
saying Jeremy Clarkson likes to play the role of the asshole. He'll just ham it up sometimes. So.
Well, I'm pretty sure he kind of is an asshole. Actually,
He is one
Like,
too, but yes, you are right.
Neither one of them are very asshole-ish in this video. I think I forget what show it's from, but apparently they're friends in real life too. So like,
of course,
they were catching lobsters off of some property that Jeremy Clarkson owns with his family. And
Assholes of a feather flocked together. Though.
yeah, preparing lunch out of all these lobsters, and they were just like the way they were killing them. They were just like they take the knife and just fucking slam it through the head of the lobster while it's still alive.
All right.
They kill it and then they throw it in the pot.
Oh, no, I did not know Lipton was from Pakistan, huh? I didn't know that.
Office Faces on YouTube. That's funny.
Too bad Lipton tea
Pakistan,
sucks.
they just get tea from Pakistan. Because I'm pretty sure Lipton is either an American or a British company.
I'm pretty sure it's owned by Nestle.
Well, now, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
I'll look at something else. I'm talking about when Lipton itself started Pakistan after colonial era. So that's awesome.
You know what?
My bad.
I'm
That's the
taking
one
that.
that's most obsessed.
We're just gonna take the L and call it a day.
I used to get Lipton black tea a lot for iced tea, but I think Tetley and Louisiana are better than Lipton now.
Let me put it this way: Lipton is like the basic bitch of teas.
Well, yeah, because because it's mostly a brand for making iced tea in the States, so it's just plain old black tea.
Some people drink the green tea as well.
Yeah, green tea is also kind
Some
of
people.
Green tea is disgusting to me.
It's
I just
okay.
couldn't do it.
It's
I
okay.
drink it.
I've had it before. Like it's I wouldn't call it good,
All right.
but it's not bad. It's not offensive. I don't gag when I drink it. Now, barley tea. If any of you guys have ever drank barley tea is like drinking liquid evil. It's terrible.
Liquid evil.
It's because my sister my sister lived in Japan for like probably 3 total years when she was teaching English over there, and she drank a lot of barley tea because the Japanese like barley tea. And I remember I reached into her refrigerator one time and got what I thought.
Oh, come on!
Poured myself a glass and I drank it. And it was like some shit.
right
It was like some shit from a movie. Like it's like I drank it and I went and spat it out on the counter like that because it was just so disgusting. And she was like, "What the fuck?" It's like, "What the hell?" And I like lifted the glass. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And she's like, "Oh, you must have got the barley tea."
So is that how Gang Wangley will react to tea without any brandy?
Good
Maybe.
enough.
Or brandy without tea.
He'll drink brandy. But he usually drinks it with tea. So.
With barley tea,
maybe?
however gross you think green tea is, go try some barley tea, and I guarantee you'll be like, "Yeah, this is worse."
No thanks.
Yeah, I enjoy green tea. I drink quite a lot.
I mean, it's fine. I just can't do it.
I mean,
Mainly-
it's not
Careful.
offensive to the stomach either. So.
I mainly drink
Relax.
chamomile.
Keep calm.
You'll be okay. A break to the right.
That's what I'm drinking right now.
I haven't had hot chocolate in a while. I mean, it's mostly I drink it in winter sometimes, but.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I pretty much only exclusively drink
For
hot
the
chocolate in the
birdie.
winter. I can't have it any other time. It just
I mean, what kind of sicko drinks it during the summer?
exactly.
Actually, I had hot chocolate like a week ago.
Do we talk anything? Do we talk shit about iced tea here?
I think I would only have hot chocolate outside of winter if it had marshmallow.
It's a
Mine's had
party.
both marshmallows and peppermint because it was left over from fucking Christmas time.
Oh, is
It
it,
was
one
like-
of those,
I
is,
suppose
it, is it one of those? Is it one of those hot cocoa bombs where it was like?
It was.
Yeah,
It was
those
a
are
gift.
good, man. Those things are good.
Yeah, those are weird.
All right.
Here we
But
go.
I just can't. Hot cocoa is weird to me when you're drinking it and it's not cold, like outside. Like it's just strange. I don't feel that way about any other hot drink. It's just cocoa for some reason. Like I can drink hot tea any time of the year. I much prefer iced tea, but I will drink hot tea if that's all you got.
Plus, sometimes you want to drink hot tea if you have like a nasty cough or something or like a sore throat.
Something to soothe your throat. That's
Yep.
warm and yeah.
See this. See this.
Or tea with honey.
Because I was about to say you take
Honey goes a long
yeah,
way.
you take a tablespoon of honey and dissolve it in your tea.
Shit, I'll just boil some water and put some honey in there. Just so, like the easiest thing to do. So.
You know, I drink tea every night, so usually I'll put the honey in with the green tea.
What's the tea that's the red, like the red stuff that they have at restaurants and shit?
It's coconut crab.
Red stuff?
Yeah, it's usually
Isn't it-
red.
Is that jasmine tea?
No, jasmine's not red.
I never had it.
Jasmine's jasmine.
No, it's not chai. It's usually a cold tea beverage that's brewed with something.
Shit,
It's
this might be yours, Mal.
Nothing comes to mind about that.
Like a lot of taco places have it. So I think it's something that people in Mexico and Central America drink. Fuck.
Damn.
Hibiscus.
Yeah.
Hibiscus,
like-
yeah.
Hibiscus tea. That's
I felt
Never
that.
heard that in my life.
yeah, hibiscus tea. If it's cold and sweet, put a lot of sugar in it.
Oh,
it's pretty good.
is it even a herb?
I think it's a flower. I don't know.
Oh, okay, flower.
I don't know, dog. All I know is that it's red and it tastes good.
Off you go.
So is there a saffron tea as well?
I'm sure there is.
Saffron's
make
like
a tea out of, like,
one
anything.
of the most difficult spices to harvest.
What about poppy tea?
I don't know about that one.
All right.
Meth.
I'm sure that does exist. Actually,
Well, meth is actually easy to get.
Just go to the house down the corner and get that.
Or if you live in California, you just travel to Fresno, and it's literally on the side of the
Amazing.
corner.
Find the guy in the RV.
Or just find a gator dealer in Florida.
Find the bald guy in the RV.
Not gator. It's called crocodile.
That's the Russian one. That's
the
the Russian. That's the shit that literally melts your fucking face off.
Pretty much, yes. Hell yeah,
Chernobyl
3 under
crab.
peaches. Finally won a game, first time in like 3 months.
See ya. Well done.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just not do it again.
Yeah, not play anymore.
Yeah.
If you're interested in playing Battle Lines, just let me know. During the weekend or something. Whenever you pick it up.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll pick it up one of these days.
No, it comes out next week, but if you ever pick it up, if you want to play,
Definitely not gonna be playing shit next week. I'm pretty sure of that.
I know.
Except for this on Friday, probably.
No problem.
Which is
Might
just as
pick it
well.
up and hold on.
I need to cut back on Hell Let Loose anyways, because that game's just been, my server's been pissing me off lately. Holy shit.
It's also like apparently like 40 hours to play one match, right?
That's an hour and a half. That's if
Still
the
a
match goes all the way, which here lately they haven't been because
People
the
been
quality of
quitting out?
play, the quality of play on the teams has been very bad. Too many new players not realizing how to play the game and not caring. Anyways, I'm very annoyed with Hell Let Loose right now.
Yeah, I've been farming noobs in War Thunder because of the event going on. I just bring out all my overpowered shit and kill them all. It's funny. You get all these fucking German wereaboos and their Tiger 2s thinking that they're invincible, and then I bring out my IS-6 and they can't do shit to me.
Well, they can't if they get behind you, but good luck trying to get behind anything in a Tiger 2.
I mean, they just sit there and just keep shooting my upper front plate and wonder why it keeps bouncing.
Alright, guys, I'm about to head out. I gotta use the bathroom anyway, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
See you guys later.
Yep,
We're
later,
about,
Yasser.
like kind of done anyway, so we're
Yep.
just wrapping up our own game. So
Peace out.
Later.
Peace out. I didn't really play very much of War Thunder, but I remember when I was in World of Tanks, I would always get the
Ready,
fucking
Tanks,
Jag
yeah.
Tiger and just go find some rubble somewhere on one of those city maps and just fucking
That
camp
breaks
there
left.
and shoot and kill everything that comes my way because nobody can pen my front plate except for at the very very bottom.
I almost missed that.
That usually works, like, for about a good 5 minutes in War Thunder, and then somebody comes in a fucking plane and bombs your ass.
Slow
Yeah.
things down.
No planes bombing you in World of Tanks, so
Just artillery.
or people getting behind you. But if you have good enough teammates, that won't happen. I haven't played World of Tanks in probably 7 years now. It's been forever since I played that game.
Cool.
Last time I checked, they have a fucking modern equivalent now. It's like modern day tanks.
Well, there was always modern day tanks in World of Tanks, anyways.
But like Abrams, Type 10s, etc.
Yeah, but those are all like tier 9, tier 10.
A break to the
No,
left.
like they
Really high tier tanks.
rebranched it. Like now, like at tier 1, it's like Leopard 1s, etc.
Really?
Like it's like a spin-off, pretty much.
Huh, that's weird.
Because I guess they decided, well, shit, we can't keep adding newer shit because we'll have to expand the tier line or whatever. So they just said, screw it, we'll just do a new modern era spin-off.
Huh, that's strange. Because I remember they had like the mobile spin-off, which was like a different game altogether.
Yeah.
Base PC game, console game, but yeah, oh, that's weird. Honestly,
GG's
the low
boys,
tier-
GG's.
Low tier was always more fun.
Oh, I won? Even with all my mess ups?
Yeah, points.
Oh, yeah.
That was fantastic.
That's weird. I was playing horrible all day.
Me too.
I'm playing absolute.
At least I played one good game. That's the first good game I played in forever.
I still suck at this game.
Anyway, I need to go. I will catch you boys later.
Yep, peace
Yeah,
out.
it's like that. I need to get food.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna go get food too. As you guys kept fucking talking about. Now I'm hungry. And what's worse is I want a burrito. On top of that,
Can you give
And-
yourself heartburn with that, right?
the only well, that's what antacid tablets are for.
Yeah.
But at 11:30, there's only one choice for burritos,
And it's halfway across the world.
and I'm not doing it because they
I
suck.
mean, I did it about 2 days ago. Because
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out the stream. Since my ass is in quarantine, I'm probably gonna do a lot more streaming this weekend. Anyways, I will let you guys know on Twitter, and we'll catch you next time. Stay safe out there. See you later.